WVON 1690 AM station from iHeartRadio.
Try it out for yourself. America is listening to WVON.
The views expressed on our programs are not necessarily those of WVON, Midway Broadcasting Corporation, or our participating sponsors.
It's The Fundamentals with T-Dub and DJ Turbine on Chicago's Essential Storyteller, WVON.
Welcome to The Fundamentals. I'm your host, Titus T-Dub Williams. We have a great show installed for you tonight. We got to talk about the NBA, of course, the Cubs and White Sox. So let's get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now, it's time!
Fundamentals. These are the fundamentals.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Fundamentals.
Oh, you gotta love it. You just gotta love it. Oh, I'll do it.
You got it.
Yo, welcome to the Fundamentals. Welcome to a Friday night in the city of Chi. My name is DJ Turbine. These fellas over here, we having a great time before we even hit the mics. It is just fun.
The show between the show. I am Titus T-Dub Williams.
And who is that, man? Just control yourself.
Hey, man, look.
And center yourself in your camera focus.
I apologize.
To your left.
I apologize. Hey, man.
There it is.
If the listeners could hear what you just said before we got started.
What I said? What's what you said?
Lord,
I mean, technically, you started.
You did say it.
No.
I just responded. I just responded. That's all. I just responded. Yeah. You did it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You did
I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's okay. Yeah. This your boy Uncle Day, Chicago favorite uncle, back in the building.
What's up, Unc?
What's up,
T-Dub?
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
That rounds out tonight's squad, ladies and gentlemen. But who else do you need on a Friday night? But these three gentlemen just having a good time and just camaraderie.
Trying to.
You know what I'm saying?
We trying to.
Yo. Gentlemen, how we doing? How we feeling? How's life been treating us? You know, fair and different? What are you thinking?
Oh, man, I can't complain, man. It's been a really good week. Long week, but a good week. Happy 4th of July, Independence Day to everybody. Hope you all are safe. Enjoy your barbecues. But please, as we all know as Chicagoans, please put the guns down and be safe. This is a very violent weekend usually in our city. But please, let's just all just have fun and enjoy our family members and friends. So that being said, I also want to give a big shout out to Atiba Buchanan, our former program director.
Shout out, says Atiba.
Our former program director here, but our afternoon show host. If you don't know and haven't been listening, he has recently gotten a kidney transplant.
Shout out.
So he had a successful surgery today. So we're wishing him a speedy recovery. He'll be back as soon as he can. But big shout out to Atiba Buchanan, man. Much love and respect to your brother. Congratulations. Hope you have a speedy recovery. Looking forward to talking to you soon.
Yes, sir. Get well soon.
That was amazing news, Atiba. I'm so happy to hear you. And when I see you back in the studio, bro, whether you want it or not, you got a big hug coming your way.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you right now. I tell you right now. I don't care whatever people say about, social distancing. I'm all up in that grill. Tell you right now, buddy. I'm telling you all that. Pause. Stop, Uncle Day. Stop yourself, Uncle Day.
Here you go, Turbine.
Ain't nothing. I'm just trying to say I got love for Atiba. I'm so happy.
Yeah, as long as you don't try to hit it and miss like you just.
I didn't say nothing. I don't know what you just said. I don't know what you just. I didn't want to address what you just said.
All right,
We're
Ray
fine.
J.
We're fine. We're fine. Just trying to have a good show. Just trying to have a show so far, guys. What is this, Uncle Day Day?
Okay. And I got one more thing to say about the week as well.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Two more things, and I'm gonna be quick. I'm trying to keep my composure. But also, I want to give I want to give a big I want to give a big shout out to course Superintendent Larry Snelling. He recently, a couple of days ago, announced his retirement from CPD. He's been the superintendent for about 3 years now, going on 4. And crime has gone down in the city. He's a great man, a very, very nice individual. And I wish him a happy retirement. Great job with the city on your 30-plus years of service for the city of Chicago. So I want to give you a big shout out there. Congratulations again, Superintendent Snelling. And then also want to wish my condolences. I know you're not really supposed to say it like that, but my condolences do go out to Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and his family on the loss of First Lady Khadijah Farrakhan. She passed away last week, and the services were held today. Cleopatra Draper, our midday show host, and also Sonia Walls, our executive producer, they went to the services today on behalf of the family and reported there. And so, again, condolences and well wishes to the family of Minister Louis Farrakhan and, of course, our beloved sister Khadijah Farrakhan. May your soul be with Allah in peace and the Mecca.
All right. So I see Turbine was I don't know what he back there doing.
We got too many jokes.
I know. I'm trying to keep this in the safe space right now.
Yeah.
So how was your week, brother?
Man, it was good. Like I said, it was a long week, but a good week, a very productive week. So I cannot complain. How was your week going?
Hot.
Man.
Hot.
It's dang hot.
Yeah, it's a great time for my AC in the crib to go out.
You know, it's hot.
Oh no,
it's hot.
Serious?
It's hot.
Boy.
Man,
I've been Velcro every night.
Woo!
I'm sorry, guys. I turned my camera off. I expect you guys to pick it up when I can't just blabber. So help me out.
Well, my bad. My back is turned to everything.
Right, we couldn't see.
It's not your back. It's your left shoulder, and I'm tight in front of you.
See, he wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention. I was talking about.
I know what you were doing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I've been Velcro just about every night. Fans wasn't working.
Oh Lord, where them fans at?
I'm like,
where them fans at?
Being off of the lake, you would expect for me to have a breeze.
Not at all.
Not in Chicago, bro.
Not at all.
Not in Chicago. I'm about to say, what you mean?
Good luck with that.
Right. It's
I don't care if you sitting up high in the building. Good luck with that.
It's been bad.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, don't get me wrong. The wind has been blowing, breeze has been blowing through, but it's just been blowing hot air. Hot air. So yeah, needless to say, I've been in a consistent sauna. But outside that,
sorry, sir.
See, the best part about my days being long here is the fact that I'm still hearing the AC.
Yeah.
So when I do go home and get into some hotness, or it's not blowing the way I wanted to right now, because I do got to get it repaired a little bit to blow that cold air the way I need it to go. I spend most of my day here, so I'm cool. So I'm not gonna complain.
When I was here earlier in the week, I was like, okay. And then it was like, dang, man, I gotta
leave.
I'm gonna take the long way. I'm gonna take the long way.
I understand,
man. Then I was talking to the Turbine yesterday. I was getting the oil change, and if you out shopping for a car, stay away from Hemis, because the oil changes on those things, they get that. They get pretty expensive, And I knew it. I knew it. This ain't the first time, but I'm probably gonna complain every time I have to go.
Yeah, that's about right.
I'm gonna say something.
I understand.
Yeah,
that's about right.
And when I was talking to Turbine, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting the oil change. He was like, oh, that shouldn't take long. I said, yeah, I need 7 quarts.
And then I said, I was like, I understand.
And I'm like, and it got to be the synthetic blend at that.
Lord.
I even told him, I was like, bro, hit me up. I got you. I can do an oil change for you. Why'd you ask? But then he said, once he told me the quarts, I'm like, oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, I believe
and he said, oh, it's a Hemi. I was like, oh, stop yourself. This is PG Airways, and I'm not gonna do this all day with you. I swear I'm not doing this all night with you. I have a couple more hours, and it's holiday time. I'm not doing this.
My bad.
I'm not doing this.
I ain't expecting that one. It's getting better.
When I said that, I'm talking about the motor size. Pause.
But
pause. But I'm just saying. I love these guys, and sometimes I hate them. It's just you want us to be mature as anybody and all. You
it
know,
ain't the size of the boat; it's the motion in the ocean, baby.
Titus, just stop. Just stop. Oh my God, I had a whole thing I was gonna say right now, and I'm just lost already.
Yeah.
You didn't even start this conversation.
So yeah, back to my week.
Yeah, how was your week? How was the oil change? Did you get it done?
Yeah, they knocked the oil change out for me. It was fine.
I'm pretty sure
The oil change was fine, but then I had the honor of getting a bolt in my tire that was like about 2 inches, maybe an inch and a half, 2 inches long.
Had to happen on the expressway.
I have no idea.
That's crazy.
I have no. When the guy pulled the bolt out of the tire, I was like,
what is that?
What? Like,
where did that come from?
Yeah, it was so the hole in the tire was so big that he didn't even have to bore the hole open to plug it.
No,
that's what he said.
I hope it's not that you just.
Hey, we're not doing this all day, guys. We are not doing this the whole time. Get it out your system right now. We are abiding by FCC regulations, and you guys are just spitting in their face.
Oh my
Lord,
God!
that's what she said.
What night are you guys having?
Hey man, look,
It's the holiday weekend.
it is,
Oh,
and then I'm probably suffering from some form of like heat exhaustion or something. Like that.
Something.
So I could be a little delusional. So, but yeah,
We're not gonna pin it on that, buddy.
Man, look, outside of that, I enjoyed the rain.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of a cool down. But I got the tire fixed. Got the oil changed. Even got a car wash right before it rained. So I'll figure. But you know,
right.
I'm sorry you did that.
Yes, I mean it's all right. It's the rain next, so it.
Oh yeah, you fine. It's washing right off, right?
Blow right off as I'm driving. So
oh yeah,
that was my week. No basketball. Yeah, we start back on Monday.
Okay.
At 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, okay.
I know, right? Monday at 8:30 in the morning, we start back, and then I become the road warrior for the next 4 weekends. I'll be all over the Midwest. So
see how the availability. We'll talk later.
well, I'm look, so hear me with this. Hear me with this.
My headphones are in.
I should be able to make it to whatever destination I'm going to Friday afternoon. So I should at least be able to be on StreamYard. Because I'm taking my internet with me to whatever hotel I end up at. I'm taking my internet.
I like that.
I'm taking my internet with me. And I should be at my destination by Friday afternoon. So I should be set up in time to actually be on StreamYard.
All right. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a lot to talk about next week, too.
Oh, yeah. We
Yo,
will.
T, how was your week so far?
Like I said, everything was good. Long week, but can't complain. Got some things done. Got some productivity, taken care of and stuff. So, I can't really complain. Like I said, again, shout out to Atiba, with his kidney thing. And,
big one.
Of course, condolences to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and his family on the passing of his wife and the services for his wife. Oh, and then I forgot one. Of course, I got to give a big shout out to my nephew, Tyler. He turned the big 5 last weekend. So, got to give a shout out to him and my sister Tyra. So, they're avid listeners to the show. So, a big love to my little sister Tyra. And, her son Tyler, turning the big 5. So, I forgot to do that. But, of course, love you guys.
Hey, they appreciate you, man.
Oh,
I know they do. You saying that right there. It's all love. So, all right, let's get to the sports conversation.
Let's do it,
guys. Come on.
Let's do mature.
Let's do baseball first, and we're gonna hop into some basketball. I need you to stop. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this mic off. I will cut it off.
I said, let's be mature.
I feel
so. Look, I be telling my managers for the basketball team. They are a majority of girls. So we got one boy and the rest of them are girls.
Right.
And when they be like with these little boys that they call themselves liking, and they start telling us, we be giving them the dad look like, nah. You don't need stay away from boys because boys are stupid until they're about 25, 26.
That's what a brain for.
I swear. I mean, that's when my brains came in.
Yeah, so
that's when my brains came in.
Yeah.
God, stop it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
So I tell them,
I can't say a joke without this going far.
I tell them, to
happy holidays, guys. Happy holidays.
To not worry about the little boys, right? And I always crack a joke, and they be like, "Coach, you so immature." And I'm like, "Well, the only difference between a man and a boy is we know when to be mature and when not to be."
That's true. That's true.
But outside of that,
bars.
Pretty much. That's the only difference. So we're gonna be mature and talk about sports, right?
Talk baseball, okay? We're gonna do baseball, then we're gonna jump into some basketball. So let's go ahead with it right now. So the Northsiders and the Southsiders have obviously been going at it. Last week we talked about it, and wow, what a week does for the Northsiders. Last week when we were talking about the Cubs, I was pretty much in a downward little comp. We were going into Milwaukee in that series. I didn't feel so confident, but they made me a believer. So imagine Dragons. I'm a believer. You know what I'm saying? Because quite frankly, they lost the first one, but came back and won the next two. And so far, we have been doing so good against the next two teams that we were our series. What was it? The Padres. And I feel like what's the other team? I can't remember right now. The Mets?
Yes.
The Mets.
Y'all swept the Mets.
So swept them, swept the Padres, did a great crazy performance in the last one on Wednesday, 23-3. That's a football score. I don't care. Everybody said we're playing baseball, but the Cubs, they good. Unfortunately, today against the Cardinals, that was bad. 17-1 loss.
Yikes.
Woo. Yeah. That was, we got 2 more games to play this weekend against them. So, just one game. It is what it is. We're still at home, but it was a shell shock after coming off a 23-3 victory, a 17-1 loss. I ain't gonna lie, that's the baseball gods looking at the Cubs and saying, we gotta put balance here. You're gonna beat someone this bad, you're gonna take a whooping that bad too. So it is what it is. Looking at it, I think it's 9 now. Right now, the standing is they're 9 wins in their last 11 attempts.
Yes,
so it is actually pretty solid, and they're about 10 games above 500. They're still in the wild card over here on our side of the conference, and far ways away from trying to claim a division. So, but they're putting themselves in the right spot to at least be in postseason contention right now, and the bats are getting hot. PCA is the player of the month right now. Balling. I mean, this is a guy where I sat there and said, I was like, I just didn't want to anoint him yet. But right now, the way I'm looking, I was like, I think the Cubs got a superstar. Like they got themselves somebody. And the way that if you look at PCA's upbringing when it comes to this from the farm system to where he is now today, it's theatrical. It's cinematic. It's like, to be where you were to where you are, it is crazy because this guy was somebody that just got called up from the farm system, made some noise, and now he's the guy. He's batting leadoff right now because of where he's at. I mean, when the season started, we had him at the bottom of the rotation, not because he was bad, because we understood that, hey, it might be better to put him at the bottom to complement the guys on the top. And that's all Craig Counsell, and Craig Counsell has had some good moments this year. He's had some bad moments this year. You can't say it's been all sunshines and rainbows for Craig Counsell, but he's doing his best. And today it sucked because one of our Doug Peterson, who we just traded for from the Mets, today that wasn't a good performance. 17-1. It wasn't all on him, but it started on his watch. I mean, so
he sucked when they was going against the Cubs.
No, but he has there is some good things. He's an all-star. He has had some stuff, and I get the fact that you're not wrong. Right. You're not wrong, T. You're saying
every team
backs
supposed
right
to
there.
Get an all-star to go to the all-star game. So I'm just saying.
So I was looking forward to this game because I really want to see Peterson. Right. And once I saw, I was like, this is just not what I expected. But it is what it is. But where we are right now could be worse. But when I mean worse, we're still in playoff contention. 10 games above 500. It's a good spot.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really good spot. And to come this weekend, and we're the next 2 games are home games, home stands. Let's see what happens. We have a way to go. New York Yankees are coming up right now, and we are technically considered the hottest team right now in baseball.
That's tough.
And
that's gonna be a fun series.
Baseball is a game of momentum. It's when are you hot, and at what time are you hot? Because I was hot early on. I'm hot right now, but I'm waiting to get hot in October.
Yeah.
That's when I want to get hot. So as long as we can balance that out and find a way to get hot at the right time, let's do it. Right now, it's all good momentum. It's all good things because Dansby Swanson himself was struggling. Woo! But these last couple games, coming alive. 3 home runs against the Padres in game 3, and then 2 home runs in game 2. Hey, whatever it takes to get my guy out of his funk, Let's do it.
So he had a home run in the last 5 games?
Yeah, I had Padre fans complaining about the whole fact that the 23-3 game, they're sitting there saying things of nature like, yo, they gave up. The Padres conceded. Why did you guys keep going? In a sense, what did you want me to do?
Wow.
Like San Diego Padre fans, I'm not gonna lie. What did you want us to do? Just sit there and let all the strikes go through? Did you want me to sit there and not swing? Did you want me to tell my batters like, yo, I know it's gonna suck to your average and whatever, and our home run rate? No.
In the words of Herm Edwards, you played to win the game.
Or in the words of Tom Hanks, there's no crying in baseball.
There's no crying in baseball.
So with that being said, whatever happens to your team, it is what it is. To go back into a football day when the Carolina Panthers went 15-1 and Cam Newton and the squad was just dabbing on everybody and just getting under everybody's last nerve. What did they say?
Stop them forever.
Stop them. If you have a problem against what they're doing,
stop them.
Stop them. If you can't, why are you crying? Because you had the opportunity to stop them. You had all God's will to go in front in there and stop them whenever you had the opportunity. And I said the same thing to those Padre fans that are complaining, saying, I hate Chicago. Chicago, why did you do that? We conceded. Our pitchers were done. They were throwing you lollipops. What did you want them to do? Did you want us to sit there and just accept it? Like we won? Yeah. No. Again, this is professional sports. Again, Padres fans, there's no crying in baseball.
There's not.
There's no crying in baseball. So at the end of the day, if you didn't like what happened, do something about it. And when I mean that, go change your team. Go fix your team. If you didn't like the fact that we beat you 23-3, what are you going to do about it? Don't tell me what we're doing about it. Tell yourself what you're going to do about it. And the only thing you can do is complain about it on these mics and on a Twitter sphere, and Instagram sphere, wherever you want to look at. You ain't helping nobody other than your own clicks and views.
Yeah.
So take that for what it is. T, I'm gonna let you give the Southsiders update.
I do want to talk a little bit about the Cubs.
Sure.
And I've been watching a lot of the Cubs games recently, and shout out to PCA, like you said, he's been balling. I know he's been struggling a little bit after the White Sox series and the whole thing with the fan, but I even talked about, probably sitting him down and benching him for a little while just so he can get his head straight. But they, Craig Counsell believed in him. They never took him out, and he got it together. And big shout out to PCA. I mean, he's been balling, so it's great to see him get out of his slump. Dan Swansby, like I said, he had a home run in the last 5 games. He got out of his slump as well. And
he was benched.
So, he was benched. That was something that he actually needed. And so with the Cubs hot streak right now, winning 9 out of the last 11 has been pretty good and pretty fun to watch. So, like you said, that 23-3 win was huge for them. I think that was a great momentum boost for the team. And then something I learned the other day was the fact that because earlier this year the White Sox had a 22-run game win this season, and then with the Cubs having 23, that's the first time in both franchises' history that both the Cubs and White Sox had 22+ runs scored in the same season. So I thought that was a pretty cool stat to bring up as well. But yeah, man, I mean, the Cubs have been doing their thing. Again, as always, I always talk to you about the same thing that, I'm concerned about is the pitching with the Cubs, but especially because they keep losing so many pitchers on the season. But they did get a couple people back, like Matt Boyd came back last week, I think early last week, if I remember correctly. So, it's one of those things where, slowly but surely they're getting it together and look like the pitching will come back and help them out. But defensively, they're winning games and they're running up the score. So, I mean, you can't be mad at what's going on. So I can't wait to see the Yankees series because I know for sure when we went to the White Sox went to New York and got beat by the Yankees pretty bad. That was pretty interesting. So I'm wondering what the Cubs can do with that matchup because I think defensively the Cubs do have a better defensive team. So I'm excited to see where it goes with that. But yeah, Uncle Dede, do you want to talk about the Cubs real quick?
I'm just happy that they are being competitive.
Yeah.
We living up to sort of the expectations. And I know we was kind of tough on them when they hit they losing streak, but it's still early in the season by all means. We haven't even hit the All-Star break. We haven't even gotten to the trade deadline yet when the contending teams really start to separate themselves from the others. I know it sucked for the Cubs that ran off 9 out of 10 or 9 out of 11 now and still not be within shouting distance of their division.
Yeah.
No, Milwaukee got a good chance. A good hold on that.
Milwaukee is kind of, and Milwaukee's been a thorn in the Cubs' side since they got over St. Louis.
Yeah.
So I just want to see the Cubs continue to play solid baseball, and I mean we said the same thing last week. They got to do something with their pitching. They got to tighten up the back end of that pitching staff. It's the same problem the White Sox had. Got to tighten up the back end of the pitching staff so that they can close out the games that they should win.
Yeah.
And that way they'll be ready for actual October baseball.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the Southsiders over here. So the Southsiders are currently in action against the Guardians, which this is a big series for them this weekend. So we got a 4-game set, and we're in the middle of a 2-game and the second game right now. And looking at my phone, bottom of the 7th, we are Southsiders still up 3-1. Great after last night's unfortunate loss, and it is a close race over there. But they're holding on to the 2nd seed overall in the conference. So they want to see the Southsiders keep it up. And hey, Murakami hasn't even come back yet. The farm system has been paying off dividends and dividends.
Loving it.
And I mean, me and Titus were talking a little earlier, and Titus was like, "Oh, maybe we want to trade for somebody." I was like, I don't think you guys are in a spot to trade. I think Uncle did this last week when I brought up the conversation about Aroldis Chapman, and it's funny because I brought that up last week, and guess what made waves this week? Aroldis Chapman to the Sox, to the White Sox, and all these other people. And I was like, oh my God, we just talked about this. And it's funny because I think we just beat them to the punch because we pretty much said what we said. And I kind of hold with what we talked about last week to be true, and which was I don't think that the Sox should be in any position right now to be trading.
Yeah, and because it would make no sense. We already know the Sox are overachieving right now.
Absolutely.
They like two years ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
And because they're overachieving, you don't want to trade nothing. In the sense of the farm system looks good. Yes. You brought up, I want to say about maybe 10 plus players so far from the farm system. And so far they're playing solid ball.
And you still got 2 pitchers that's there waiting to
in the wings
opportunity. Right.
So,
as well as the number 1 overall pick in this upcoming draft. So I don't like if you do make a splash move like that. What
are we sacrificing?
What are we giving up for one of them? 2, are we in win now mode? Are you really an Aroldis Chapman away from actually competing for the championship?
That's the question, because Uncle Daddy hit that round on the head on the nail on the head, because the fact of the matter is you're playing with house money. But in reality and actuality, how are you when it comes to competing? And not saying you're not. This isn't a knock on nobody. It's the fact that you're playing with house money. And if the fact that you're doing that and you can acknowledge that, wherever you land this season, because the last 2 seasons were abysmal for the Sox. Mm-hmm. Right now, you didn't even think this is where you're going to be right now. And the fact that you are 4 or 5 games above 500, you're ahead of schedule. You got some players here like Miguel Vargas, who was a cast out from the Dodgers, and now he's actually finding a rhythm here with the South Side. It's, I can go through other players, but I'm just saying that you found players so far that made things right. So I am more on the line of let's just play this out. I don't think that you guys are like as Unc said, I don't think you're a pitcher away of a quick addition away from really competing. But I do think that you are in the right path. Hold steady, see where the season ends, and then next year build. But it's year 1 of a build. You don't be the Bulls and mortgage a bunch of your franchise. Don't put all your chips in the middle of the table just yet. Be patient. You know what I mean? When we got Lonzo, DeMar, Zach, and Vooch, we was ready to go all in and try to compete. Take time. Take a breather. The fact that you're here right now is an accomplishment in and of itself. So breathe, analyze, and process the way you need to do. The Sox are doing great so far. Amazing. The fact where they are right now, and like I said, they're currently 3-1, bottom of the 7th. Keep it going. 4 game set. This is a lot to be on the line right now. T, I see you want to say something because
no, I was agreeing and just listening to both of you guys, and I'm really excited about the season. It's been a magical season. Pope Leo has definitely been with us on this one, so it's been a lot of fun to watch. And so even the players are making fun of it. Mike Vasile talks about it all the time that we got the Pope on our side, so we can't lose. And so how do we got a wizard and the Pope?
Wizard and the Pope.
Team? So yes,
all we missing is
you cheating.
If we get Danhausen, we in good shape, right?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, and nobody gets Danhausen, bro. You just pay him to curse somebody.
Right.
That's how that works. We don't want to talk about. Leave Danhausen alone. Leave him in New York. I don't want him even near any of my franchises in Chicago. Just be away.
This will make a great bar joke for sure.
I'm just saying.
They make a great bar joke. Yeah. But no, I'm very proud of the White Sox. Like you said, both of you guys said, ahead of schedule completely. I think that they're definitely more than a closing pitcher away from winning games. Now, I would like to see a closer here just so they could win more games and develop and keep the confidence going. But the loss that they had against Baltimore the other day actually proved a lot. What they said with if I remember correctly, it was one of the rookies said that, one player doesn't help and hurt the team. We all lost together. And so I thought that was very profound for a rookie to say that. It was Jacob Gonzalez. That's what it was. And I thought that was very profound for a rookie to say that because of the fact of the matter is that, they all believe in the team and they all believe in each other. So even with a loss from a pitching standpoint of view, especially like what they had with the Orioles or what they had last night, unfortunately, against Cleveland when they came back and won. It's just one of those things where you hate to see it happen, but at the same time, we're taking it on the chin as a team because we're learning still. And so it's been a lot of fun. I mean, Anthony Vargas, like you said, a cast out from the Dodgers.
Miguel.
Excuse me, thank you. Miguel Vargas, sorry. I got Sir Anthony Dominguez in my brain still. But yeah, Miguel Vargas, been doing this thing. He's I got 19 home runs now in the season. So it's just like
close to that. I gotta look it up.
Yeah, it's like 18 or 19, one of the two. Like that. Again, we got Kyle Teal back a couple games ago. So, he has a couple home runs on the season now. So it's an overall team effort that's winning games. And now we have also 7 players in Chicago White Sox history to all score walk-off wins in the season. So it's been a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of fireworks going off on the South Side. Like you said, we can't.
You said 19?
Yeah, I want to say it's like 18 or 19.
19.
Okay.
19 homers.
Okay, so and Murakami, he left with 20. So it's like just imagine how good this team would be even if he was still here.
Yeah.
I said, the rookie stepping up, Jacob Gonzalez. We got Braden Montgomery. He's been stepping up with big bats and stuff. So I think the team is just overall believing in themselves and they're having fun. And Will Venerable, I mean, shout out to him as well as manager, man. I mean, bringing in
great
guys,
job, yeah,
bringing in guys when they needed the fresh legs and stuff and fresh bats, and they coming in and doing their thing in the farm system. And I'm loving everything about the White Sox right now. I feel like they can't do any wrong. And a big shout out to Chris Getz because remember, I was real hard when the White Sox had signed him, and I'm like, Chris Getz. I'm like, I remember when he was a player with the White Sox. I'm like, I didn't believe in him then, but as a GM, he's been doing his thing.
Yeah, he's been amazing. He kind of put the White Sox in a position that we've been hoping a lot of Chicago teams will actually get into. That off of that fence and pick a lane. Yeah. And he went straight into rebuild mode with building assets instead of trading away the future assets and living with some of the guys that was there in his first season.
Yeah.
They broke the record for most losses in Major League Baseball history, and we were ready to be the Cleveland Brown fans and put paper bags over our heads. To the point where we didn't talk much about the White Sox except for how delusional the owner was, saying that the city owed him a new stadium with a team that was at the bottom of the bottom.
And then somebody getting shot in the stands.
And somebody, sneaking a gun in, or however that situation worked out. Yeah.
Let's go to the comments real quick. Sydney's checking in with us. Talking about Miguel Vargas, and looks like Davis being all-star representatives in Philly in a couple weeks. I think for sure Davis is going to be there. Miguel's been having a good time so far. I don't know if third base?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the best third baseman in the conference so far. Maybe he's, I guess the numbers speak for themselves, but we'll see. I've seen other things. Does he deserve some? Yeah, he deserves some accolades there. But for sure, Davis has been playing amazing so far. Got a little exposed against the Yankees, but he has been having a solid season so far. He also wants to sit there and say, Seiya Suzuki's play in the outfield is suspect at best, but his bat has been hot as well. Sid, I don't know what you're watching, buddy, but keep looking at other things. But thank you for the chime in.
Hey, Sid, I got a question for you since you tuned in. I can give you an impromptu yes or no. Yes or no, do you think Getz will be up for GM of the year?
Ooh, great question.
That's a good one. Now, honestly, it's definitely in conversation for sure. Yeah. So, Sid, if you're there, let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Because I honestly, when you do have a team with a young manager the way that they have, as well as young players, and they are overachieving, somebody has to get the pat on the back just the same way if you had a team that should be winning and they were losing, somebody will get the scolding.
Yeah.
And like I said, Chris Getz came into a situation where he was able to pick a lane, and it was a year turnaround. They went from the worst team in baseball history to somewhat formidable.
Yeah.
And now they're actually leading the division, or at the top, second in the conference, and leading the division right now. So
they're only one of 4 teams that's over 500 right now, and that's Tampa Bay, New York, the White Sox, and of course the Guardians.
And the Guardians, correct. So is that enough to gets up for GM of the year or bettable up for manager of the year?
I got a quick scoreboard alert. Unfortunately, the White Sox have been tied by the Cleveland Guardians. They just scored 2 runs.
Yeah, I just see it.
7 2 outs left. Hudson just gave up 2 runs on an infield single. So right now the game is tied in the bottom of the 7th.
And then also another scoreboard update. Halftime. The Aces and the Sky are doing a battle right now, and the Sky are down, unfortunately, 49 to 37 and a half.
12. They down 12.
Come on, ladies, let's do something.
Down 12 at the half. They've been playing way better basketball, man. They have been since they inserted Sidney Taylor into the starting lineup. So.
Oh, damn.
You called.
I did.
I just want to I just want to add this real quick on your scoreboard update when it comes to the Sox. Bottom of the 7th, Cleveland is up 2 outs, but they have 2 runners in score position at 3rd and 2nd right now. So we'll see what happens. Current count, 2 balls, no strikes for Bazana for the Guardians.
3 now.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, our relief pitching is terrible.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Terrible. We got a response from Sydney.
What do you say? Let's bring it up to the screen. If the Sox make the playoffs, it's a slam dunk that will get an extension of the year, executive of the year award. The whole front office was restructured from top to the bottom.
Yeah,
that's a lot of ifs and ifs. If ifs were fishes, the whole world would be an ocean.
That's how your coach would get that.
Oh, that's how a lot of people say that, buddy.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's how it worked out.
I heard a different saying.
I don't know if it worked out.
But okay.
Like, let's tap into that 0.6%, bro.
Yeah. 0.6? Oh, you funny. No, it's not 0.6. It's 6. That's a solid 6, buddy.
Bad. Let's tap into that
0.6 is less than 1%.
Let's tap into that 6%, bro.
Okay.
If was the 5th, you know how the rest of that go.
You know, audience does too.
You funny. You're funny. Sydney, we appreciate you every time you chime in with us, man. Really do, man. Thank you for chiming in or even tuning in with us. So,
all right, another scoreboard update. Thank God the White Sox have gotten out of the 7th.
There it is.
3 outs. Yeah, they gave up 2 runs. The game is tied 3-3 all in the bottom of the 7th, but they got out of it with runners on 3rd and 1st. So, great job. Thank gosh.
All right, let's go, Sox. You got 2 more innings. Let's do something. Let's do something.
Wake up them bats. You know it.
All right, well, that's your update right now when it comes to the baseball. It's fun. Right now, baseball season is in a really good swing of things because both franchises we're in. If the playoffs started today, the Sox and the Cubs are both going to the playoffs.
Who would have thought?
Who thought that Chicago baseball would be this strong this summer?
Not I.
Couldn't have come at a better time. I promise you, it couldn't have come at a better time. So let's enjoy it. Northsiders, we're enjoying it. Southsiders, I know you guys are enjoying it. So let's just ride this gravy train until the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
All right, fellas. Let's go into some basketball talk because basketball, you know it's basketball. Yeah. Basketball is my favorite sport. I love the way they dribble up and down the court. I'm done. All right, let's go back to the conversation. So, Chicago Bulls and the NBA have been doing business this week, guys. I mean, once the this is the period where free agency starts, trade talks. It's an actual new official calendar year in the NBA season. So everything we talked about last week, when the Nick Claxton trade, all those other trades, official. It is done. And then there's been more things done. Have you guys ever heard of a player named LeBron James?
LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron James.
There used to be a guy on this show that liked LeBron and the Lakers. I don't think he liked the Lakers that much, but he did like LeBron. So I'm just saying, next year he might be the biggest, Sixers fan of the world. He might be the biggest Miami Heat fan of the world. He might be a Cavalier fan. Who knows? Ryan James, I love you, little brother. But I'm just saying, I know you. And you're not. You know how many Laker fans are happy that you and your bunch are out?
Man.
Because now the Laker purists can actually be Laker purists, not LeBron purists.
So is Bronny on his way out the door?
No, Bronny's on the way to the G League.
No, Bronny good.
I know he got his contract was guaranteed.
Hey, he good.
His contract was guaranteed.
Yeah, and I told Titus, I was like, yo, you saw how that happened? I was like, LeBron made sure before I left. That would be guaranteed, buddy.
Guarantee the young man dollars.
That's a good father right there. That's a good father. Father of the year.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Father of the year.
You know what's crazy? LeBron guaranteed his son millions, but Tim Hardaway couldn't guarantee his son a number 10. That's crazy.
That's crazy. When you put it that way.
You know what? I think I found a way to restructure a question I had for you fellas a little bit later. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is crazy. Who's the worst father, LeBron or Tim Hardaway Sr.? I'm not saying who's
LeBron James Sr. or Tim Hardaway Sr. Don't forget.
You're right. Which senior is worse to which junior? Because you're right. Bronny is just LeBron, but you're right. Your papa. And all they both are saying to them is, "I love you, Diddy." But they just don't. They might not love him back. We're just saying it is what it is. Oh gosh, this is not how I thought the NBA convo was talk. But all right, NBA free agency has been a whirlwind of events so far. And yes, part of the conversation that has come to fruition is the fact that LeBron James has announced that he ain't going back to the Lakers. Yep. And once that fully happened, guess what happened? The Lakers said, cool, bye. And they got Walker Kessler, they got Colin Sexton, they got what's my boy named Sandro. There's so many letters in that last name.
They got real light skin.
They got the privilege lineup. I'm just saying, but they got the lineup that will most definitely have the referees in favor. Yeah. But I'm just saying they're gonna play the most fundamental basketball of fundamental basketball possible.
What's crazy though is that Rob Pelinka could not get a serviceable center when they had Anthony Davis over there. After he let JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard walk out the door when they went.
And at one point, both of them were not that serviceable, but they became serviceable.
But they were enough to keep Anthony.
No, I'm with you. I'm so with you.
With the guys that's bigger than him, Paul.
When they were there with LA for the championship run, you were definitely right. But before their runs, you know what they were. But they became this serviceable, hit Dwight, AD, JaVale. That was the rotation. I talked about it before. I was like, that was the rotation that originally killed Jokic before he was Jokic. So they didn't want to keep that together. That's their problem.
They got serviceable. Dwight Howard was Anthony Edwards, and JaVale McGee had a show named after him called Shaq and the Fool.
Oh my God, Titus, that's so bright. Why are you putting that in front of me? Oh, hold on. Let me get my.
Let you get your shades.
Can I get my sunglasses? Dang! My God, you tell me that this credit score is not about like 3,500. Like, I'm just telling you right now, like, all these guys are gonna get. They will not be pulled over at all.
I can't,
They won't be pulled over.
So look, all jokes aside, right? I've been
the front five.
I've been watching basketball for a very long time. I don't think I could remember the last time the Lakers had a projected starting lineup that did not involve.
And it's JJ Redick coaching though. My gosh,
African American, bro. Like I can't tell you the last time they had a starting five that did not involve a dark skinned person.
Are we sure? Are we sure number 12 is starting? Are we sure 4 is starting? I know Luka, AR, and Walker are starting. But who is the 4? Who is the 3 here? because I know Rury's on the way out. They lost Marcus Smart.
Yep.
Colin Sexton just came in, and he might be alone. He might be Carlton, but I'm just saying that, like, I'm looking at it and trying to figure out because they just traded DeAndre Ayton. Like, Carl, who is? Have you not seen Bel Air?
I have.
Have you not seen Bel Air?
But
Like,
hey, didn't the kid from South Park had a purple and gold shirt on with the T on there?
you talking about Token?
Yeah, I'm talking about Token.
We don't talk about the Token. This is not. No, there's not going to be a Token black guy on this team. You can see this rotation.
Oh,
I'm just saying, like even Rui Hachimura, who is black but also Japanese, he ain't coming back. He might be going to Minnesota. Like, and Bronny, he's going to the G League. Like, come on. There's a lot of things here that just cause the pause, and I don't know if they actually helped themselves. I think that they got out of contracts and things of that nature, but when they acquired Walker Kessler came with a 4-year, $130 million contract, and they gave up I don't know how much draft capital. The Lakers, real talk, guys, I looked at it. They do not have a first-round draft pick until 2034.
Woo!
They
Lakers
have
don't?
no
34?
nothing. So as
That's
of right
almost 10
now,
years.
this is them pushing their chips to the table with this squad.
Wow.
And no sunglasses. But this is what they think is going to get them to the promised land. It might be bright, but that's not the sun. That is the sun reflecting off their pigmentation.
Oh
I'm just saying, I got love for these boys because Luka and AR and Walker Kessler, they're not bad players. But is that Dalton Connect? Like, why am I looking at him? I'm just saying. Like,
I mean, that's the projected starting 5 next season.
They are gonna be bad because Luka can't play a full season.
No.
Austin Reeves, I mean, he's serviceable, but
he gets hurt too.
He get hurt.
He only got his contract because he was threatened to be gone in free agency.
But
Detroit wanted him.
Number 2 though.
No, now he is with that money.
I mean, but no. Overall,
look at what the Bulls is paying. What's his name that we don't talk about? Bruno. And that's Patrick Williams. Look what the Bulls paying.
Hey, speaking of which, I found a way to get rid of him, but we'll talk about that later.
We can
that's possible.
Send him to the Rancho Toro.
Bring it on.
Yes.
I like it.
That's funny. That's a good one.
Rancho Toros.
Yeah, but
Rancho Cucamonga.
But this team, like, if we are celebrating Colin Sexton being one of the top name free agents that they signed, no disrespect to him, but bro, they might be in bad shape.
Might ain't the word. They ain't
not
bad
having
shape.
any first round draft capital for 8 years. 8 years.
No, like I said, this is the fact that when you look at this is literally the question. It's not even hypothetical. This is the question: does this work? Does this pan out?
No.
I think. Thank you. And
No,
T,
not
I
even
think
close.
Because I want to bring up something too, Ben. In this regards to LeBron and this whole situation with the new projected starting 5. Ownership of the Lakers, from ownership down to Jeannie Buss to management with Rob Pelinka, all of that. Do you think?
I just dimmed my computer screen. I feel so much better.
Do you?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Do you think that front office failed the Lakers? Because here's why I say that. Ever since Kobe retired, it's been hard for them to get something. They finally got LeBron. LeBron did 8 years there, won a championship. They got AD.
7 years.
7 years. They got AD. They won a championship. Life was great.
Yeah.
However, they got older and brought in old guys and never addressed, we need to retool and bring people in. People used to go and be looking forward to sign with the Lakers because it's the Lakers. It's LA. It's
big
Lake
market.
Show.
Yeah.
Big market. The biggest market besides New York that you can be in. Like, it's literally one of the greatest places to play if you're an NBA fan and a player.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like under the Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka regime, and now with this new ownership, it just seems like, I don't want to say the Lake Show is dead, but at the same time, I'm like,
speak your truth, bro.
Look at Boston. Boston, even when they fell off, they was able to get first round picks. They were able to turn that into Tatum and Brown. And they were always competitive. They was always in the conversation of making the playoffs, even when they were rebuilding. With the Lakers, We never talked about them with rebuilding until LeBron came. And then they got the championship, and then it's been pretty abysmal since. With first round exits, second round exits, possibly not making the playoffs, it's just been bad. And it just seems like, to me, it's this management's fault because you had LeBron in the building. Even though he's 41 years old, you had him in the building. He wanted to still be with LA, but you never got him the help that he needed to be able to make playoff runs and more playoff pushes.
Now, with the question you said, I think it's layered. First of all, what I said earlier, do I see success here in the future here for the Lakers? I don't.
No,
I see problems and problems. I don't think that AR, Luka, or Walker Kessler are the issue. I think you have a lot more issues than those guys. I think those are great, solid pieces, but are those three gentlemen are going to take you to a championship in the Western Conference?
Absolutely not.
You have to really look yourself in the mirror there and answer those questions yourself.
And didn't they try to trade Dalton Connect last season?
Yeah, he was a Hornet for a week or so, a couple days.
Didn't he play a game with the Hornets? And then it got vetoed because what's his name failed
the physical. Marvin Williams.
Right.
Something, but yes, most definitely Dalton Connect was traded away. But to what
this is
T, what was that last part you said right there?
No, I was just saying, do you think this is a management fault? Because even though
That's
LeBron was still in the building, you got an older LeBron, you still never addressed the build around him to make the team better. Is this a management fault? Is this an ownership fault? Like, whose fault really is this, the way the Lakers look, how they look?
I think it's a mutual. Okay. I really sincerely think that it's a mutual thing. I think recently, because once you're the Lakers and you acquired Luka Doncic, you were more than willing to stop listening to LeBron, because when Luka this offseason was talking about certain things, he said AR has to be here. I need a big. You never heard Luka even talk about LeBron, saying that LeBron needs to be here. Yeah. So LeBron has that unfortunate stigma of saying,
I need help.
I brought in Carmelo Anthony. I brought in guys like, who else was there after the championship? Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
I brought guys who had names, who had clout, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
And
those guys
I think
the back burner their career.
But the thing is, LeBron's the one that vouched for them. So as much as you can say, they were, as a GM, you would sit there and say, I would hope you would recognize that. But it was LeBron sitting there saying, hey, no, bring him in. Yeah. We're going to do something with these guys. It never happened.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at, where I think that's where I can't give full blame to management, because I believe that they were doing as much to appease him. Heck, on top of talking about, a Carmelo Anthony, a Russell Westbrook, Bronny James. Like, you wanted these guys here for that one gentleman. The second Luka came in, you realize I don't have to appease him. Yeah. I really have a better player here that is actually, for the modern NBA, LeBron James, Luka Doncic. Oh, it's not even close. I'm gonna go with whatever Luka wants.
Yeah, and Luka's younger.
Exactly. He's averaging what, 30-ish a game or in that ballpark. So was this the lineup that he wanted? I don't think so, but it's something that he said, hey, I do want AR back, and I want a big back. Pause. That sounds weird, big back. But I'm saying, I want a big back here with us. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody solid here.
Brush over.
You know what I'm saying?
Let that one ride, but you like big backs. You like big backs. Okay.
Yeah, Luka does. So he wanted a big back here, and he got Walker Kessler. It could have been Jalen Duren. It could have been a lot. But the thing is that we got Walker here. Yeah. They had to trade. They sent out Jackson Hayes. They just traded away DeAndre Ayton, which made me laugh because he picked up his option and said, hey, LA, you're not done with me. And they said, oh, we're done with you, buddy. You're going to go play next to AD in Washington and do nothing. Right. So good luck over there.
And they only got 2 second-round picks back, too.
And Jaden Hardy.
That's crazy.
Jaden Hardy also. So right. Jaden Hardy, 2 second-round picks, and they just said, we don't want you. That trade told me that, hey, Ayton, we had 1 year with you, and that's all I ever want to see again.
Go back to Portland.
Go anywhere else. Guess what? You go to Washington, have fun over there. Because quite frankly, AD and Trae Young, they think they're going to be doing something. They ain't doing nothing.
It snows in Washington, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't get stuck in the snow, bro.
Let it go. Let it go.
But I got a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Dealing with this Lakers talk. 3 years over, you taking an over under before Luka asks out.
Ooh. 3 or how many years?
3. Over under for 3.
I'll say over. I think he'll be a little patient because simply the fact that is that Dallas and LA, the two franchises he's played for, are really different. I know Mavericks always want to look like they're the biggest and best and shiniest franchise, but the Lakers are one of the shiniest and best franchises. So I think he's going to give him a little bit more grace and hope that it works out. This year, I promise you right now, you look at, I'm pretty sure Luke is going to tell you, hey, I got a squad. I got a squad. See what happens? We're going to compete. And he's going to tell us that, hey, see what happens when the chips are all in the middle of the table.
Yeah, when Luke is playing 60 games this season and look up and they
you ain't lying,
for a play-in spot that they don't get. And then he's sitting at the crib when the first round of the playoffs start in May.
Yeah. I'll give it the over 2, especially since he just did that contract extension. So I can see him playing out some of his contract and be like, hey, you know what? We're not going nowhere. We stuck in the play-in spot like how the Bulls were all these years. I'm good. I don't want to waste my prime doing this. So request a trade in. So, but I can still see him here for like at least 2 years.
So 2 will be the under.
I mean, no, sorry, 3.
So I'm gonna take the under.
Okay.
I would take the under on that unless they get another big time free agent to come in and play beside him, because they aren't going to win.
Yeah, no.
They aren't. They won't be better than the Clippers.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy because the Clippers just traded Kawhi. So they won't be better than the Clippers. They don't even own LA right now. They won't be better than the Warriors.
Speaking of Clippers,
where are you going with this?
Where you going with this?
The next, well, finish your thought, and I'm gonna transition us.
They won't
these trades were crazy this week.
Won't be better than the Warriors.
Else with this.
No,
they won't. Once Kyrie come back to Dallas, I don't think they'll be better than Dallas.
Yeah,
we already know the heavy hitters, your Minnesotas, Denvers, OKC, the Spurs. So you're looking at least 7 teams through the door in the West that they will not be better than. And we still haven't gotten to Phoenix, who is on that cusp, what Portland is going to look like with Dame being there and Ja Morant. You know, it's looking like the Lakers could be
outside the
play-in. Outside
it could be, yeah, you ain't lying.
It's quite possible.
So with the recent moves, we did this last week. Let's put a little bow on this right here. Let's put a grade on it. So far, the moves the Lakers have made. What do you think?
I'll give it a C-.
Ooh, you being generous.
And like I said, I'm being generous because they did.
What did they do?
They retained AR. They got a big that's better than the big that they've had in I don't know how many years.
And
they got Luka there.
They're gonna really push the needle for them.
Not at all. That's why I'm being generous with the C-.
I'm being nice. I think maybe that he would be a better center than they've had in the last couple of years. That's where I'm comparing. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's the best center in the NBA. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that he's probably. No, not probably. He is way better than DeAndre Ayton and what they've had. You know what I'm saying? So it's a step in the right direction. They're going to clearly have growing pains. And is this rotation going to be this way all the way here? I don't think so. They're gonna find out the harsh reality of what the NBA is that they already know. But clearly, JJ Redick thinks that he's that smart. So go ahead, JJ, pretend that you're that smart and figure your own plans out. But let's be honest, JJ. We all know what's going to end up happening.
And some words that they'll be able to understand. JJ screwed the pooch with DeAndre Ayton because you try to turn him into DeAndre Jordan, a screener roll guy and a rim runner, something he's never been.
Man,
yeah, exactly.
Something he's never been. And you take him
outside, know your personnel.
Take him outside his comfort zone and then try to turn him into a banger. Like, dude, that's not his game. So we don't know if Walker Kessler is going to be that much more serviceable than what DeAndre Ayton was, unless the game plan changed a little bit. And then you lost Marcus Smart, you lost LeBron James, which is probably the toughness that you had on your team, right next to
you lost your toughness and your defense.
And those were your defenders.
You lost your grit. Your team lost grit. You lost all that.
And you retained Austin Reeves on a very, very Austin Reeves friendly contract.
Flash. You kept the flash around your team.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting, of course.
So, what grade would you give them?
I'm giving them a D.
Okay.
Ooh,
I would
I mean,
give
it's close
ooh,
to
are
a
you
C
great on the
minus.
curb?
I would give them a D.
close to a C
And the
minus.
only reason I would give them a D is because they were active and didn't just pack it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
With some teams would have just been like, all right, Luka, since LeBron leaving, he has been the model of the franchise. We know we brought you in to take over the reins when he left, but we lost so many assets in the process, and we really don't have draft capital to get better with. LeBron gone, Luka, we about to move you up out of here for Rudy Gay type of. I mean, not Rudy Gay. Not Rudy Gay. The guy that I don't like this in Minnesota.
Oh, Rudy
Gobert. Yeah, Rudy Gobert. What we call him? COVID test?
Yep.
Yeah.
We call him that's what we said last week.
Driving test and paternity test.
Yeah. So it'd have been like what they moved for Gobert. Get you five to 7 draft picks for Luka from somebody. Somebody would have gave it up because Luka still is a all-world, all NBA talent. He is an MVP caliber player. So somebody would have pushed all the chips in for you to say, okay, we'll get the Lakers enough to rebuild they franchise for us to have Luka to pair up with one of these young guns that we got, or somebody that's, you know, at that point of getting us over the hump. But the Lakers are gonna stand pat. That's why I said it. And Luka's a competitor.
Yeah,
he got championship, a taste of the finals.
Yeah, he's been there. Yes,
want to go back? Had a taste of the finals. So now he wants to win. And when he came to LA, it was under the idea that y'all traded me at midnight to the Lakers off of a handshake and a cocktail glass, you know, to say, hey, Luka for AD, because that's gonna put Dallas in a better position, getting rid of a superstar who was deemed to be lazy, and it's gonna put the Lakers in a position where you got somebody that can take some of the pressure off LeBron, but it didn't work in their favor. Now LeBron gone, and Luka is only playing 60 games a season, so it's gonna be tough. I would have, if I'm Rob Pelinka, I would have just been like, cool in the game would have been if they had been on Titanic. We unplugging all this and getting up out of here. Like let's just go ahead, rip the Band-Aid off and start over, and it's okay. And you had to be okay with it, because they, as much as they let walk out of the door and you trying to replace it, it's like putting a Band-Aid on a shark bite. Eventually, y'all can look like the Chicago Bulls and be in basketball purgatory for a long time.
You said on a shark bite?
Yeah.
I don't know what Band-Aid can cover a shark bite.
You can't. And this is why I'm saying they celebrating Colin Sexton as being one of their top free agent signings right now. So
I mean, hey,
what are we doing?
I want to call him back, bro.
Well, why?
Because he was a good backup point.
Man, let him go. Let him go. You can find other guards that'll do way better than Colin. And no, like I said, no disrespect, because he can hoop. But there's other guys out there that's available that could be way better. And the Lakers are celebrating him like, oh yeah, this is gonna be our floor general off our bench. No,
man, it's crazy. I've said this stuff about Angel Reese too, but you know, we moving on.
But but Angel Reese is way more effective than Colin Sexton, bro. Don't do that to her. Don't do that to her.
I think Colin Sexton is more effective.
We got
anyways
free agency to talk about before we go into the
yes. Okay, so the Lakers are moving on from a certain individual. So let's talk about where that individual might be going. Who's that guy we're talking about? We're talking about one LeBron James. So right now we have an image up on the Facebook page and the YouTube page that the possibilities of where LeBron will be going, but also below that picture is actually his agent, Rich Paul's, is plausible places. He's let us know, hey, these are the plausible places. So look at the 5 places that are possible: Philadelphia, Miami, Minnesota, Denver, and back home in Cleveland, Ohio.
But at the bottom, it got, don't it say Stephen Dre?
Yeah.
Dallas and Messiah. Then it say Brad and Tatum. The Spurs, the Knicks.
Well, that's Brad and Tatum are gone.
Brad and Tatum that's in Boston though.
Yeah, that's not happening no more.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's he said he is willing to sign a minimum. So money will not be a thing. Right. You have to find the actual convenient spot for him. So with that being said, gentlemen, between all our knowledge, the state of the game, the state of what NBA is currently right now, where is LeBron James going? And I'm not even going to say a team right now because I so hardly believe that if LeBron wants any modicum of success back in his career, try to like at least chase what he wants when it comes to greatness, you got to go back to the East. You got to go somewhere over there. The East is wide more open than the West. The West, you've been there for 7 years, the Lakers, and you found out yourself. You tasted that yourself, and you found out that it is a very different battle over there. It's pretty much the Spurs or the Thunder, maybe the Nuggets in the back. But the thing is, that's where that is. You just saw the New York Knicks just won the NBA Finals. You are thinking yourself, where do I fit in over there? Again, the 5 teams just listed, 3 of them are from the Eastern Conference. The Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, and the 76ers.
Okay.
When you look at those teams alone, let's dissect that, guys. What makes the most sense over there?
Okay, I'll go first.
Sure.
To me, out of the 5, the one that makes the most sense to me is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Go home, finish your career with the Cavaliers. They're one superstar, and we all been saying this for the last couple of years. They're one superstar away from going back to the NBA Finals, and I think that LeBron going home will not only cap off his legacy in the right way, but just that whole nostalgia thing or the feel of it. I know it's pressure to go back because you won arguably one of the greatest NBA championships of all time in 2016, coming back from 3-1. So I know you kind of don't want to deal with that pressure, but you are part of the missing piece to make that team go to the NBA Finals. So I think realistically going back home to Cleveland is the best option of the 5 teams that's up there. As far as Philadelphia, I mean, they just traded for Jaylen Brown. So it doesn't make sense for him to go to Philly. And we got Maxey already there that's ball dominant as well. So I just don't see him going there. McCann that's there. So it's just, and Joel Embiid, of course, we're forgetting about him. So it doesn't make sense. Miami, he could go and play with Giannis. That would be fun to watch on paper.
And Bam.
But at the same time, you're right, and Bam. But at the same time, has he mended his relationship with Pat Riley? Has he mended his relationship with Eric Spoelstra?
If he holds a grudge about some cookies, I swear.
It was the weight thing also, and it was a whole little mess that he had. He had a bad taste in his mouth with Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra. So sure. I don't even know if he's even over that stuff to even consider Miami. Minnesota, like you said, I mean, yeah, that again sounds good on paper, but at the same time, it's just like you got Ja there. You don't know how serious that's gonna be. I mean, not Ja, excuse me, LaMelo. You got LaMelo there. You don't know how serious is that gonna be. Is he gonna be healthy? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it'd be great for him to play with Anthony Edwards, but again, it's just one of those things where it's too much up in the air. And Denver, I think honestly, Denver's window is closing, if not closed, right now to go back to the NBA Finals.
Does LeBron James expand that window?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think Denver reached how far Denver's going to go now, honestly. And I mean, once they traded to me, Michael Porter Jr., which I thought was a bad trade, I just think that window has closed or is closing, if not closed for sure. And I don't think that LeBron helps them get over that hump because you got San Antonio, OKC. Will they be better than other teams in the West as well? So I don't see it working out there to me. So the most logical team that makes sense to me is going back to Cleveland because, like you said, the East is wide open. I mean, we had a different way. Yeah. Eastern Conference team make the NBA Finals every year since 2020.
We've had 8 different champions in the NBA Finals for the last 8 years.
It just makes sense to go back to the East. It's an easier way to get back to the Finals, an easier path. And so again,
I don't know if
Cleveland is
easier because the Knicks still gonna be there. Toronto
but they lost Mitchell Robinson though.
That's right. They got Andre Drummond earlier. So. Yeah. I mean, he'll be all right. I think he'll be.
Did they get Drummond?
Yeah, I think he'll be better offensively than what Mitchell was, but you'll lose the defensive prowess. They both rebounded kind of similar.
Yeah, agreed.
So, but the Knicks will still be competitive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No question about it.
The Miami Heat, they're gonna fill that roster out. Even
if you're right.
They're gonna fill that roster out.
New York Andre Drummond just signed a 1-year deal about an hour ago.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be starting, bro. I think he's gonna do the Mitchell Robinson off the bench role. Exactly what he did. Cat's coming in first, and
for sure.
Serviceable, but yeah.
Like you said, the 76ers just made the move and picked up Brown. So
I mean,
the East, I don't think the East would be that much of a cakewalk if he go back to Cleveland.
Yeah. But they'll be top 5 for sure, other teams.
Oh yeah, that still be top. That still be top 5. They'll make the playoffs for sure. that make the playoffs. But this is my concern with any of these 5 teams that the pictures I listed here. LeBron's effect with going to those teams will be what? Because all of those teams out of the 5 of them have a dominant young player.
Yeah.
With Philly, you got Maxey. Denver, well, Jokic, I don't know if he, him and Jamal Murray, I wouldn't necessarily say that they still young,
late
but
20s, early 30s.
Yeah. Miami, you just picked up Giannis.
Yeah. He's about to turn 31.
And he about to turn 31. So, and then you still got Bam over there also.
Yeah.
Cleveland, you got Donovan and James Harden over there. And who was the 15? Who I'm leaving out?
Evan Mobley? Oh, yeah, the 15.
Timberwolves.
T-Wolves, the Nuggets, Heat, Sixers, and Cavs.
The Timberwolves got Anthony Edwards. Yeah. Like, do you really want to take away from his thunder with adding LeBron to that mix? Because that's all that's going to happen. And then, like you said, you still got LaMelo that you got to figure out how that dynamic is going to work also. And then you bringing in LeBron, you're going to bring Unk in to try to keep the young pups in check. Like, how's that really going to work? So I get that LeBron is highly coveted right now. He pretty much can go to any team that he want to go to. I believe if he go to Cleveland, that it's going to hurt them because it's going to become more of a sideshow with, especially if he announced, I'm back home. This is my last hoorah, whether it be 1 year, 2 years, because I still got it made up in my mind that he's not calling it quits until he get
one more ring.
Until he get Bryce and Bronny on the same team with him.
We'll see how that works.
And it's possible it can happen in Cleveland. He can go over. He can go to
get his brothers on.
Exactly. If Giannis can get his brothers in Milwaukee,
anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
If that's the case, he needs that standing. And is Cleveland the only team that can do that?
I don't.
I don't Miami not gonna do that.
Now, whether or not
Philadelphia
Miami
ain't gonna do that.
Philly is not gonna.
Minnesota not gonna do that. Denver not gonna do that.
And that's what I'm saying. Is LeBron really looking for a 2-year deal? He looking for a 1-year deal? Because if it's 1 year, then he can. Michael Jordan for the last how many years of his career just played off of 1-year contracts until he was ready to officially be done.
Yeah.
So LeBron could still have another 2-3 years in his book, because he is the model of longevity.
Agreed.
And I respect him because of his longevity. A lot of his numbers that he have, you won't be able to compete with him because he hit his peak and his peak lasted so long.
Yeah.
So 21 years in, and he still is in some of the best shape out of all the players in the league. And let's knock on wood that at 41, he don't experience no major injuries or anything like that that'll derail what he's doing. But the way dude looked towards the end of the season, he still could play another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what these teams are willing to mortgage, because everybody knows the moment LeBron James signs to your team, there are going to be things that you are going to have to adjust for
expectations and things that come with it.
Yes. And are you going to really be ready to pull the thunder away from some of these younger guys? Like, you're going to dim the light of a Donovan Mitchell, you'll dim the light of an Anthony Edwards. You have with Denver, I think it might actually work in Denver because Jokic is a selfless star. He can play on and off the ball, as well as Jamal Murray. You send him to Miami, you taking the ball out of Giannis' hands. And I love Giannis dearly, but Giannis' skill set is very limited.
Yeah.
If you take Giannis' transition away from him,
I want to protest something there. This is me. I mean, I'm let you finish your thought, but I'll protest something there when it comes to Miami.
Yeah, if you take the ball away from Giannis in transition, then you really killing like 70% of his game, because half-court offense, you really don't get much out of Giannis. He don't have a 25-foot jump shot, so he's not shooting a lot of three-pointers. His mid-range is still kind of hit or miss. He has to attack the rim, and the easiest way to attack the rim for teams not to wall up on him without him having shooters around him is he got to get it in transition. And if you put LeBron out there on the floor with him, now LeBron is clogging those lanes because LeBron is still not a stretch guy, not a shooter like that.
Yeah.
So I think when it comes down to one last question, so where do you think he's going? Like, you said a lot there, but you didn't really say where you think he's going.
Honestly, I
I know, man. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, where you leaning?
Is it not one of the teams on the list?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not one of the. I don't have it as one of those 5 teams. I don't. So I don't. You have to. I mean, give me a little bit to. I'm not gonna say give me a little bit to think about it because I already have my idea of where he should go if it's up to me.
Yeah, me too.
I do. I have my idea where he should go.
I do.
You want to tell us, or you don't? Just,
I don't want to say. I really don't want to say it right now because it's gonna take away from some of the thunder from later on.
All right. So I'll say my quick piece when it comes to. Okay, you funny. I'll say my piece real quick when it comes to Bron. I don't think Bron's going to the West. I know there's a lot of options over there from when it comes to Minnesota or Denver. Those look good. I am of the mind that if he wants to go back and actually compete, LeBron James just does better in the Eastern Conference. And between not just Miami, Philadelphia, Cleveland, there's options there. Between those three, I think those three are the most logical destinations in the Eastern Conference. Why? Because they give him the best chance to actually compete. I heard rumors about the New York Knicks, but in actuality, I don't see it happening. Money and all the things, he might want to take a minimum, but I just don't see it happening. If the Knicks didn't win before, maybe, but now, no. So I'm gonna start with Cleveland, and I'm gonna just do this real quick. I think Cleveland is just a less shiny version of LA, meaning isn't just Luka and AR another version of Donovan Mitchell and James Harden?
Similar, yeah.
Like, I mean,
but the bigs are better.
Yeah, you know, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen will be a lot better. But I think when it comes down to that, you still have to concede both to James and Donovan. So Bron will have to take a back seat there. Is it going to work? That's where the second I found a rift there, I was like, there's a rift. They're going to have to figure it out. It doesn't seamlessly go. So the second I found a rift, I'm like, nope, I'm passing. So I'm swiping left on Cleveland. Then I look at Miami and I say that could work because they need somebody there to actually be a ball dominant guy. And I think LeBron goes there, he might as well end up becoming the point guard. And as much as that sounds appealing, that could ultimately be to his detriment because at his age, he shouldn't be handling that ball that much at that state of his career. I think between not Damian Mitchell, but between Giannis and Bam, they can handle the defense, but where's everything else coming from? So again, there's a rift right there. So I don't know. I look at Philadelphia, and for some reason, I just say, why does that just make sense? Because
really,
because they just, and we haven't talked about it yet, but Jaylen Brown was just traded there. So I'm not saying that Bron has to be anything there. All I'm saying that it just seems seamless because the way it could be structured if he goes there, Joel Embiid has no choice but to say, you're done. I know you are a former league MVP, but look at your health, look at your longevity. You are not suited no more to be that guy no more. And even with LeBron being gone, Jaylen Brown is definitely going to become that guy in Philadelphia. I know Tyrese Maxey might have something to say about it, but when it comes to closing and being that guy, we saw what Jaylen did last year in Boston. This year in Philadelphia, with that surrounding cast, they just got Anthony Simons off the bench. These guys have depth right now. So adding LeBron James, LeBron doesn't have to do much. He comes in and says, I'm going to play the 3, I'm going to play the 4, wherever you need me to play in the starting lineup, I'm going to play. And I see and find that it's just going to be seamless. But when it comes to certain scenarios, let's say Jaylen has to take a night off. Tyrese Maxey has to take a night off. You can ask Bron, hey, I need you tonight, man. Be the point. Oh, hey, I need you to be that two-way guy. Just tonight. I see that being an option for him. So if I really got to put a thing on there, and I don't know if it's going to happen, but if the rumors stand pat and say that LeBron James is willing to take a minimum, I'm putting my chips on Philadelphia. It's just because it just seems that it all will just line up. And everybody who understands that role will actually fall into their role. the other players, other situations I see, somebody's gonna sacrifice, somebody's gonna stay back. There's gonna be a rift there. That's the point. I'm looking for a rift for LeBron right now when it comes to him going to a team. And with going to Philadelphia, I don't see that much of a rift. I see that he's gonna understand, hey, that's a former league MVP. That's a hot rookie right there. Tyrese Maxey was doing great last year. Jaylen Brown, I'm not even going to argue what he did last year. You would, if anybody would look at Brown and that team and say, hey, you have to be the number one guy right now. You're not going to be 1A, 1B with Embiid. You're one. You're the guy. We're going to build around you, and we have enough to build around you to try and figure this out. So that's where I think is going on. What I think logistically, maybe something else can open up, but we know, hey, it's funny. We didn't even talk about the Golden State Warriors. The fact is, I think that's so out the way that why would you do that? I know it sounds cool that LeBron James and Steph Curry might share a court together, but are they going to win something in the Western Conference with the Thunder and the Spurs still being what they are right now? And they're not going anywhere anytime soon. So with those two teams and the fact that I know the world champs right now are in the East. That's the New York Knicks. I still believe if LeBron goes here to the East, he still can usurp the New York Knicks. That's just me. I mean, gentlemen, I don't know. So we just talked about it. I don't know if T said it, Unc said it. We'll find out where this sweepstakes takes us when it comes to the end of the off season right now. But who knows where LeBron James is going to play this upcoming season? The bigger question is, what number is he going to wear? Because 6 is retired, and if he goes back to Miami,
he can't wear 23.
He can't.
That's true.
Because there's a guy that numbers retired there. He never played a minute there. But
the GOAT, bad.
The real GOAT. That's how you become a GOAT. You didn't play for the team, but you still got the number retired. Anywho's here. Let's talk about the Bulls real quick. And we did some work this week, guys. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but guess who is now a Chicago Bull? One.
Norman Powell.
NBA All-Star and NBA World Champion. Put some respect on that guy's name, guys. Norman Powell is now a Chicago Bull for at least 2 seasons. Hey.
One. Really.
One, because the second year is an option.
I'm reporting it says 2 years, and you guys are currently right. Yes, it is a 2 year. It is an option, but it's still a 2-year deal.
Okay.
Just making sure.
2 years. Hold up. T, take it over.
Well, I got a current scoreboard update at the bottom of the 10th. The White Sox and Guardians went to extras, and Guardians have now taken the lead 4-3 over the Chicago White Sox with no outs and 2 men on base, 1 on first and 1 on third. One on second with Watson at bat right now. They did just do a pitching change, and they brought in Sean Newcomb. Sorry, can't read my own hand right now. They brought in Sean Newcomb to pitch right now. So, yeah, currently the White Sox are actually, never mind, the White Sox game just went final. Cleveland Guardians walk it off 4-3 final. The White Sox have now lost 2 in a row. So the White Sox have now lost 2 in a row. 3 in a row, actually.
3 in a row.
3 in a row. So, yeah, not good. Sox are starting to slide, but
hey, it's that closing, that pitching, man. Yeah. We said the starters are solid, but once you get to the bullpen, it's a little suspect,
especially to close out the game.
Yeah, it's a little suspect.
Yeah, man, that's 2-3 tough losses, man. But it is what it is, man. You know, when it happens, it's baseball. It's still early. But yeah, let's go back into the Chicago Bulls talk. The Bulls have signed. Signed Norman Powell to a 2-year deal, 1-year player option. 2 years, what, $45 million? Yeah, so 2 years, $45 million deal. That was the big move in the free agency. They also, again, last week, as we alluded to, we talked about it. They traded for Nick Claxton. And so, of course, we got the new rookies coming in with Dalen Swain and, of course, Caleb Wilson. So, Unc, what do you think about so far with the current moves that the Chicago Bulls have made?
So, I'm excited about, of course, like I said last week about Claxton and the young guys. I'm excited to see them get it cracking. Summer League is actually around the corner for them too. So I think it's like a week away.
Yeah.
They actually released the Summer League schedule. I'm gonna have to look it up here in a second so I won't be trying to, recite it off the top of my head, and I really glanced at it when I saw it. The Norman Powell move is, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. It gives the Bulls a shooter, a scoring option that the Bulls haven't had in a very long time.
Yeah.
Since Cal Korver, Mike Dunleavy days, where it was the last time the Bulls had somebody that was legitimately listed as a shooter. So I'm excited to see what Norman Powell is going to actually be able to bring. My only thing with him, he is on a very, very team-friendly contract. So if the Bulls do end up being in the bottom, which we expect with them having so many young guys and still being in a part of a rebuilding process, as well as having a brand new coach coming in. What is going to be his tenure? How long is his tenure going to be here? Will he be a trade deadline asset to get moved? Because we know that the Bulls are big on draft. We're big on trying to retain draft capital. And they traded out of the second round this past draft because they didn't feel like any players that would be suitable for what they were trying to get moving forward. So with us having a new GM that specializes in second round picks, do we see Norman Powell being a trade deadline asset for? So was this signing a temporary holding spot to get a more second round? Because I don't think he'll be worth a late first round pick.
No, not at all.
But he could possibly be worth multiple second round picks. And I believe the saying is every 3 second round picks could be the equivalent of a first round pick.
Yeah.
So and the Bulls still got what, 12 left? 12 or 13 second round picks left on the
books.
books.
Like that, close to it.
Yeah. So is this what we're gonna be looking for from Norman Powell? Because is he going to be taking reps away from one of the rookies? And actual playing time away from the young guys with him being there. And I know he coming off of an all-star appearance. He is a former NBA champion. What is his expectation going to be stepping into the United Center, putting on that Bulls jersey? Is he here just to prove himself? Is it one of those situations where, hey, I'm here to prove myself to see so that I can be auditioning for another team?
Okay, that's fair. I think it's one of those things where they had at the time, they had what, $33 million in cap space, and they made a move in order to do something because they need to address shooting. And I also think that you're right. I think he's going to be a movable piece because of that friendly contract. So I don't anticipate him being here for the long run, but he is honestly one of the veteran leaders on this team now.
Yes.
So I think you brought him in for shooting and veteran presence to help these young guys get where they're going. We know for sure he's going to be the starting 2. So that makes perfectly good sense on why he's here on the team as well, because you need that. But yeah, I just think that it's a really friendly contract for both sides of the coin. And I think that for sure that Norman Powell probably will be a moved asset later on to try to get a couple more picks. So it just seems like it's a friendly way to both sides to bet on themselves in order to try to get better.
Yeah, or they can move him for a young player from a contending team that's not really getting any playing time.
Like you got like Josh Giddey and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the way they got Josh Giddey. Move him for that type of young player, as well as a 1 or 2 picks with him. You know, if you have one of those back end guys that you look at and say, okay, this guy could possibly be a good rotational piece for us in the future. So let's move Norman Powell for him to a contender, and let's see what type of second round picks, or even if we can say, hey, we're going to take this young guy off of your hands and maybe another expiring contract off of your hands if y'all let us get a late first rounder for him, you know, or package him with Patrick Williams and get up off of that contract and see if you can move those 2 guys together.
Yeah.
So it's a lot that the Bulls could possibly do in this situation. So I like the signing, not necessarily for what I expect his on court production to be, but for what his trade value. It's almost like a sneakerhead saying, hey, I won a raffle and I'm gonna get these shoes so that I can immediately resell them or trade them. You know,
that makes sense. Honestly, that makes a lot of sense.
That I like that move, and I mean, it really wasn't a whole lot of moves that the Bulls made this week. Besides that one, that was really really the only major move that they made. So.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited about where this direction goes with the rebuild. I'm definitely excited to see what they go and do, especially with Tiago Splitter coming in as the new head coach. And, of course, the rookies. I don't know if you saw the other day, but I saw them working out with Derrick Rose
at the
Advocate Center practicing the other day. So I thought that was huge. You know, our MVP, you know, playing with the young guys and stuff, you know, giving them pointers and tips on how to be professional. So I thought that was pretty cool to see that. So, yeah, I think that, it doesn't hurt to have a Norman Powell on the team. He's 31. He's that veteran leader that you need. So, again, I think it just works out for both sides of the coin.
Agreed. I think that Norman is that veteran presence that we need. Without him, I think Josh Giddey might be the vet on this team.
And Patrick
Williams. We don't talk about Bruno. You know what's funny? I think that if it was smart right now, the way Boston's doing business, we talk about a Derek White, Patrick Williams trade. It might happen. It might. If we can get off that man's books, let's just do it.
That's the goal.
Let's just.
Yeah, but did you see that the other day that the Boston Celtics came out with a report that they felt like Derek White had a better overall season than Jaylen Brown? Yeah,
so, that's probably why they're where they're at right now.
Compared to,
that's where they're at, guys. At this point, Brad Stevens. I mean, Giannis would have been a Boston Celtic if they gave him a 3-year max deal, but they didn't want to give him that.
We're missing.
So, yeah, no, Boston's on some other stuff right now. I don't know what it is. You know what's funny? Think about it right now. Here, I got an image for y'all real quick. Take a peep at this real quick. I'm going to put it up to the screen. I want y'all to think about this. Because we talked about the Timberwolves back in there. I just want you guys to see this one. I found the image very quick. Here it is. Yep, here it is. Bam, take a peep. Nope, not this one.
Not that one.
Where's it? This one. And I'll remove this one. And we'll add this one.
Next Friday is the first game.
Bow. Take a look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Wow.
Left to right, Derek White, Al Horford, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, and Jrue Holiday. Out of those 6, only 2 guys are currently rocking the same jersey as Al Horford's in Golden State. Kristaps Porzingis is also in Golden State. Jaylen Brown just got traded. Why is Jrue Holiday still in Portland? Like it's
can we start a petition to free Jrue?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to because his talents are just being wasted over there.
Yeah, can we start a petition to free Jrue?
With that being said, I don't trust Boston.
Hold on, Turbine. Hey, Greg Popovich, one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. I'm looking right into the camera. Can you please call Portland and tell them you'll get them De'Aaron Fox and get Jrue Holiday over there? You
win a champion. You will win a champion.
You will get you a champion that's a noted champion, bro.
Two-time.
Get him over there. Y'all just got Tobias Harris.
2-time, one and done. Comes in and wins.
That's gonna be some serious toughness for you. Some defender as well. Yeah. Get them on board, man.
Well, with that being said, Uncle Dede, I want to switch it over to your segment real quick. T-Dub, do you want to toss it?
Yes.
He's been practicing, ladies and gentlemen.
He's been practicing.
He's trying. He's trying.
Here we go. I may not be Ryan. What do I can do?
Just.
Oh, you know what? We do got a call. I apologize. We got a call before we go into that segment. We got Mark on the line. Mark, welcome to the Fundamentals.
Hey, man.
What's going on, Mark? What you got for us today?
So that whole Bulls situation, that's trash. And the reason why I say that is because the Bulls, if y'all notice, the Bulls is they're like a perpetuating cycle, right? They only they really don't want no chip because as you see every year they break up teams that they got potential, right? So when you think about a veteran, you could have kept Kobe White and Sumo and worked around them two and added a big man and had Patrick fill that debris. But you bring over somebody that's really a short-term deal and you're going to wind up waiving him for somebody else. If that's the case, why don't you just go in here and get what you really want? If you really wanted to build or go real young, but if you're going to go young and just jump out the window and get all young, good, solid players. I think the Bulls already have enough. They already have enough guards as it is. If your goal is just to stay stagnant, I mean, that's it. But if you want to win a chip, you're going to have to start building up some pieces. And those pieces comes with actually bringing over some talent. Like I said, I don't like that Norman crowd, I agree they're going to just waive him. He just there for a short term, and that's that. And my last comment, I think, if you look at Portland, they got a whole bunch of guards on the team. What they're going to do? A whole bunch of guards.
No, it's not bad. Maybe we should trade Patrick Williams for a Scoot Henderson, because he ain't lying. Scoot Henderson, Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard, Ja Morant. That's Portland's. Why you got that many point guards?
Yeah.
Figure something out. Figure that out.
Portland. If Portland took Patrick Williams for Scoot, that'd be
fleece.
Yeah, that'd be.
I don't care as long as we can get him out. Just get him out.
Fleece of the year. Hey, to respond to Mark comment about Kobe White and Ayo, you would have had to pay both of those guys.
Yep.
And it's just that's just the nature.
Look at they both just got contracts.
Contracts.
Look at the money and add it up and figure it in and say, hey, was that in the books for us? What happens if we put that in the books for us? Are we putting a ball and chain on our ankle, or are we trying to actually go somewhere with this? Because right now we actually talk after the fact, because the Hornets just made Kobe White the Derrick Rose of the whole organization, in the sense of he's the hometown kid. LaMelo's gone. Miles Bridges is gone. And at this point, they're putting the whole weight on him and Brandon Miller, Naz Reid. What's my Canuple?
Yeah.
It don't look good. But also, those are sometimes some organizations can sit there and say, we're not going to win. We're not going to go far. So maybe we're better off just mortgaging what we have and looking toward the future. Maybe that's what the Hornets are doing. But if that's the case, Kobe. Have fun over there, buddy.
Good luck. That's all I can say. But yeah, Mark, you would have had to pay both of those guys, and then that would have hurt some of your younger guys that you really want to have as cornerstones, your Modest Buzelis of the world. Then what you decided you were going to do with Josh Giddey, if you're going to actually keep him around, because we got to remember Josh is what, 22, 21, 22?
Yeah.
So like Josh is still rather young. As much as we enjoyed having Kobe and Ayo in Chicago, we wasn't going to be able to pay them both, and they wanted premium money.
Yeah.
And neither one of those guys would have fit the bill for being a number one or a number two that the Bulls would have needed in order to make it over the hump. Ayo looked great in Minnesota, being on the side of Anthony Edwards. So that alleviates a lot of pressure from him. The Bulls don't have an Anthony Edwards caliber player. We saw Kobe White show flashes in Charlotte last season with having LaMelo there, but now LaMelo is gone, Miles Bridges is gone, like Turbine just alluded to. So now we really will see Kobe White being right back in the same situation he was here in Chicago, just a bunch of $1 million more richer. So,
hey, man, he can afford it.
Oh, yeah, he definitely can afford it.
It happens.
He definitely can afford it. So I mean, as much as they were fan favorites around here, that being Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu, and Ayo being a hometown kid, it would have cost the Bulls entirely too much money in order to keep both of those guys around.
And are they worth it in the sense of what it comes to?
Yeah.
Especially in the rebuild.
Yeah, and then they already gave Patrick Williams probably the worst contract in sports history.
Shoot, the best contract for him.
Best. I mean, we're going to have
I don't know, man. Trae Young got a good claim on that now.
We're going to have to put Bobby Bonilla and Patrick Williams next to each other.
Man, happy Bobby Bonilla day.
Yeah, because
Pat's making his money. Great for you. I hope your aura is doing just fine. Let's move on.
Yep.
All right.
We got one more thing to talk about, and then we'll be done with NBA free agents. Of course, we got to talk about the other big trade that happened. Kawhi Leonard has been moved from the LA Clippers all the way back to where he wanted to go, to Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, where it all started.
Yes.
It's crazy that he got this trade initiated with these two teams, and it ends with these two teams. And ultimately, I'm just going to say this. This is my button on this. It was a failure of a trade. Both teams didn't benefit from anything. No. Kawhi going to Cleveland, to LA, didn't do nothing. They had 7 years of they had one conference final appearance, but you know what's funny? You know what's really funny? And his whole time in Cleveland, I say Cleveland, I keep thinking Clippers.
I get it.
LA. And the whole time with the Clippers, he ended up winning more playoff series with the Toronto Raptors.
Yep.
In 1 year.
In 1 year, yeah.
7.
He won a championship.
That whole LA Clippers experience waste of time.
Yep.
It was a biggest waste of time. Between how many players had you come with you? You had from Paul George to James Harden, Darius Garland, Brooke Lopez. Like it just
Russell Westbrook.
So many. And why didn't it work?
Island.
But this is one of those things where I look at Kawhi. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is me. I am a big Kawhi Leonard fan.
I am too.
And he made me not be a fan.
Yeah.
He made me look at him like, why do I want to put a brown paper bag over my head and say I'm a Kawhi Leonard fan? Because of you. Because you are ushered in this weird and unfortunately era that of load management. You cannot talk load management without your name being attached to it.
Yeah.
You are the one that ushered it in. You are the one that tried to bring the science and the facts of, hey, if I at least make it to the playoffs healthy, then I am more valuable to my team. Healthy for the postseason. Malarkey. No, you need to be a part of your team for the whole season. The fact of the matter is, you never ever accomplish any style of chemistry with your team. You were so in and out of lineups that people thought that you were a part-timer. And you weren't. You just came off a championship. You came in there and said, hey, we're going to threat LA worse than the Lakers. They at least won a championship.
That's true.
You did worse. Like legit worse.
Yeah.
So again, I'm getting too on my high horse here. But at the end of the day, hey, go back to Toronto. Let's see what happens. You might shake up the Eastern Conference. There needs to be more done for you over there. You go back to Toronto. BI goes to LA to join Darius Garland and the remnants of what you left over there. That's exactly what you left. LA Clippers, I'm sorry. Hey, at least you sold tickets.
Yeah,
at least you sold some tickets. You know what I mean? That's it.
Like stadium.
Yep.
Yeah, out of all that, you got some financials out of it. But Clippers, I'm sorry, we all know what happened. They thought that when PG and Kawhi were announced, man, even you remember that show Blackish with Anthony Anderson? They even made a joke in the show stating that they're going to win a championship. It never happened.
Yeah.
That's how far that reach went. It was so powerful, so eminent that people thought, I'm one. I'm going to sit there and say, I literally thought that the Clippers were going to win the championship with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, not James Harden or Darius Garland or Russell Westbrook or Benedict Matthew or, whatever. Like, it just wasn't. No. So now him going to Toronto, can I sit there and say that he's going to win in Toronto? No. I'm going to sit there and say that you have a shot. You have a shot to compete in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's it.
I've also heard recently, guess what, guys? The Sacramento Kings just announced that if they cannot find a trade partner for DeMar DeRozan, they were willing to waive him. What happens if DeMar goes back to Toronto? Emmanuel Quickley, DeMar DeRozan, Kawhi Leonard, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl. DeMar has been wanting to win a championship. And if he goes back to Toronto, he has unfinished business there.
Yeah, but he's 37, 38 years old.
I know, but DeMar's game translates at no matter what age it is. I'm not going to lie to you. He don't need to be that guy.
Mid-range guy.
Yeah. I'm just saying, in the Eastern Conference, mine as well. He has the same exact, path that you say, hey, you want to go back to Toronto or you want to go to San Antonio? You're right. You were totally right. If he goes to San Antonio, he might be that supplemental piece that Wemby needs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I would go to San Antonio, honestly.
All right. So, yes or no?
Yes, let's
do it. Let's do it.
All right. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your favorite segment in all of sports talk radio. Turbine, take it away.
You're listening to The Fundamentals. It's time for Yes or No. Brought to you by Uncle Day Day.
Yo, it's your boy Uncle Day Day, Chicago favorite uncle in the building again with another Friday evening of Yes or No with the fellas. I was trying to see what the music was. I should have picked something. But it's okay though. It's all right.
You can't say that in the middle of it, bro. Just keep riding with it.
I trust my DJ. I don't know about y'all, but I trust my DJ.
I hope so. I saw that look.
You don't trust your DJ?
No, I don't trust my DJ. I keep trying to hire him to come and do events for me, but he never shows up.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't want to hear it from you, buddy. I don't want to hear it from you. Other day, go ahead. You stop.
I just told the truth.
That sounds about right. So yes or no is a series of questions that I come up with throughout the course of the week. The gentlemen have no idea what these questions are, to the point where Turbine was trying to ask me earlier about certain questions because he didn't want to talk about certain things that might be on yes or no. And T-Dub kept shutting them down.
You know it.
They don't have any idea what these questions are. They have to answer them yes or no and give me the reason why.
Let's do it.
If this is your first time tuning in, buckle up because this is going to be a roller coaster ride. If you have tuned in before, we appreciate your consistency and sticking this out with us. So, fellas, y'all ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Do it, bro.
Let's go.
All right, I know we kind of hinted on this one a little bit earlier, but Turbine, I really want to hear your opinion on this. The Chicago Bulls signed Norman Powell to a 2-year deal with the second year being a player option. This is a very team-friendly contract for the Bulls as well as any contending team that might be in need of a shooter at the trade deadline. The Bulls were looking to acquire draft assets this offseason, but were unable to in the form of they ended up trading both of their second-round picks this previous draft.
Forfeiting.
Yes.
I'll say that.
So my question, yes or no, with the team-friendly contract that Powell is on, the Bulls will trade him for at least 2 second-round picks.
Who?
Norman Powell.
At least 2 second-round picks. Norman Powell will be traded for at least 2 second-round picks.
I'm going to say no, because I think they value his actual leadership right now. And if we had more vets on this team, I would think differently. But if you let him go right now, nah. I think it's really contingent on where the state of the team is when it comes to the trade deadline. And right now, between what I'm seeing, I'm not seeing enough maturity. So this team needs more. So I think Norman Powell is going to be a serviceable option for right now. I think he plays his full season with us.
I'm gonna go and say yes, that I think you can move him. And why I say that is because the fact is that I think you can mess around and somebody who's contended and wants something big and willing to get that shooting that they necessarily need in order to compete deep in the playoffs runs right now, I think you could probably fleece a first-round pick. Mm-hmm. It might not be a high first-round pick, but I think you could possibly get something in the first round. So I'll say yeah.
So I say yeah also because I'm looking at some teams like Philly, for example, that it is a breath of shooting right now. Even Boston can use a little help stretching the court. So I do believe that come the trade deadline, the Bulls will be in play-in contention still, but I don't think that that's the path that they will want to continue to go on with Norman Powell, especially with him having a player option for that second year. Yeah. So you can move on from him, move him for some type of assets to get in return. And I think that with him coming off an All-Star year, 2 second-round picks will be a reasonable asking price for him. Not a first round, but 2 second-round picks.
Why would we take more second-round picks when they clearly don't mean nothing to us?
Because your GM that you have now is supposed to be a second-round guru. So you want to give him the opportunity.
He just traded away 2 of them.
And we played the clip last week when he said he didn't see anything in the second round of value. So you still want to at least give him the opportunity, especially when you got a guy like that you can get the assets for instead of just letting him walk away off of that player option for nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
All right. LeBron James officially announced that he was leaving the Lakers and entering free agency at 41 years old. Yes, the big age of 41. Shout out to, us 41-year-olds. LeBron is still one of the most coveted free agents in the NBA, and there are a lot of speculations of where he will end up, with the most recent one being the Philadelphia 76ers. One of the more interesting destinations that was mentioned earlier was the Golden State Warriors and teaming up with Steph Curry. So, yes or no? I know Turbine kind of hinted on this earlier. Do you see Golden State as an actual legit landing spot for LeBron?
I'll say yes. And the reason why I'll say yes is because the fact is that if you can go out on a high note and play with Steph Curry, because he always wants to share the court with him. And I think that's a great way to close both legacies, because I don't see Steph going to any other team. I think he's going to retire a Warrior for sure and finish the rest of his career out there. Draymond also restructuring his contract so it can be available for LeBron to come as well. So I think this was one of those things where all three of them want to play with each other. So I could possibly see him in a Warriors uniform for sure.
No. I don't think it works. I don't think there's no reason for him to go over there. Me personally, I think the West is too stacked to even compete. So I think that his best option is to go to the East. I'm standing what I said on earlier. It's nothing to do with Draymond or Steph and the game over there and seeing them. Don't get me wrong. I remember the Olympics a couple years ago, and they just complimented each other so nicely. But in the modern state of the NBA, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. So I think no. LeBron to the Warriors. It's a big NO for me.
Okay, so this is why I didn't really want to get into what team early I thought he would go to, because I do believe that LeBron to Golden State could possibly be a thing. Yeah. Draymond Green announced on his podcast last week that he did opt out. He chose to use his player option and opt out of his contract, and he did pretty much assure that he wasn't going anywhere. He just wanted to give the team more flexibility,
more money,
right, in order to be able to sign more pieces. I did see something, and I'm not 100% sure if it was accurate, that Brandon Podziemski was traded.
No.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of some fluff.
He still
is a Warrior. Yeah, last I checked, he was still a Warrior. But opening up Draymond opening up some money and some cap room for Golden State, and LeBron saying money wasn't an issue, that he would play for a minimum contract, could give Golden State the flexibility to not only bring in LeBron, but to bring in another free agent or do some sort of sign and trade for somebody to actually give them help. And Kristaps Porzingis looked great last year, going down the tail end of the season. We do know what Steph Curry is still able to bring. And I mean, LeBron would fit in seamlessly to me over there in Golden State. I know my nephew Ryan James will hate that, you know, but I think LeBron will fit in seamlessly over there, because he can be the ball dominant facilitator that he would like to be. Draymond Green is still over there for the toughness, and he'll have a shooter in Steph Curry and the likes that he's never had before. And then Golden State still plays a fast tempo game, which would be beneficial to LeBron, with him being able to get out in transition and facilitate. And with the shooters that Golden State have, it'll keep the court open for him to keep those driving lanes going. And then he wouldn't be required to play a lot of minutes during the season, and he'll be able to rest his body till the tail end. So when the playoffs start, they'll be set for that playoff push.
Right.
And I mean, in a dream world, it would be, can we get Klay Thompson back over there with him too? And, you know, reunite the guys over there in Golden State with LeBron instead of KD this time, and see where they go with it. So I think it's feasible. I do too. I think Golden State is on that short list of teams that wasn't out of those five that was on that photo from earlier. All right, this one is kind of a two-parter, right?
Okay.
So if LeBron do go to the Warriors and they end up winning the title, this will give LeBron and Steph both 5 rings, correct?
Right.
Yes or no? LeBron going to Golden State and them winning the championship will hurt LeBron's legacy more than Steph Curry's.
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, man. I'm going to say no. And the reason why I say no is because of the fact is that every team that he went to, he won basically a championship on.
Mm-hmm.
So whether he's finals MVP or not, every team that he's played for, he won a championship.
Okay.
So that's GOAT status right there. And I'm not saying he's the GOAT, but that's pretty impressive. So I think that helps his legacy become cemented even more. And you went to go play with one of your rivals, which was one of the best rivalries in all of the 2000 teams. But at the same time, it's just one of those things where you guys wanted to play with each other and y'all got it done. Y'all did the ultimate goal, which is to win another ring. So I don't think it would hurt him per se at all. I think, it is one of those things like, dang, you have to leave another team to win a ring. But at the same time, you won one everywhere you went. Can't be mad at that.
What you think, Turbine?
So it's hypothetical. Like if he went to Cleveland, right?
To Golden State. Yeah, if he goes to Golden State and they actually win a championship.
I think if Derrick Rose never gets hurt, he wins a championship. I think if Jimmy Butler and Derrick figure out their stuff, they might win more championships. What we talking about here, bro?
Whose legacy would LeBron going to Golden State and win a championship? Whose legacy would it hurt more, LeBron's or Steph's?
LeBron, because he's been the guy that's been a perennial hopper to another team and trying to figure it out. Steph, at the end of the day, had KD come to him, had LeBron James come to him, had Boogie Cousins come to him, had how many people come to him?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, yeah, if that's the route we're going, yes, no, it wouldn't hurt Stephen Curry. Steph has been a career warrior. And yes, no, it's gonna hurt LeBron more than anything.
Okay.
So I'm 1,000% in agreement with Turbine. And this would be the only thing that I think would be skeptical about LeBron and going to Golden State, because he know if he go over there and they do win, then at that point, will we talk about LeBron era being shared with Steph? So whose era would it really have been? LeBron or Steph's?
Fair enough.
You know, and so many people have won championships on LeBron watch, including Steph. Got 4 on LeBron's watch.
A lot.
Yeah. So to go over there and win a championship with Steph, it's exactly what Turbine said. KD came over there and Steph helped get a ring. Boogie Cousins, Steph helped get a ring. Now LeBron coming over here and we helping you get, you know, Steph helping you get to number 5, or y'all getting the number 5 together. But it's still the Warriors, and the Warriors are centered around Stephen Curry until Stephen Curry decide he don't want to play no more.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do believe that will hurt LeBron's legacy more than Steph, more than Wardell Curry Jr. for sure.
That's fair.
All right. I did mention the 76ers and LeBron talk, but they made a move of their own by trading Paul George and draft capital to the Boston Celtics for Jaylen Brown.
Yes.
This move was kind of a shock because Philly snuck into the Jaylen Brown sweepstakes, and to get rid of injury-prone Paul George put them in one last win-now mode with Joel Embiid. So watch how I spin this. Yes or no, if Philly is not in the finals this year, Embiid will be traded next offseason.
Absolutely. No question about it.
I think I'm with you.
No question about it. This is it.
You can find somebody else. I mean, if anything, the process was a process maybe about 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And right now, you can't believe he is a former league MVP. Good for him. But the fact of the matter is that, do I believe that they're going to win anything anymore with him? With the fact the way the structure of the team is going, if he accepts a Chris Bosh role, if he lets Tyrese Maxey and Jaylen Brown be themselves, and he takes that Chris Bosh role between, behind LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, metaphorically speaking, and I know these two gentlemen know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Then we got something. But if he still wants to sit there and act like he's a former league MVP, the best thing that God's gift to basketball, it ain't gonna work. It's not. But I do fully expect, like you said, if they don't succeed this upcoming season, is Embiid done? He's out.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with y'all, man. It'll be time for the process to be over with. Like they've done so much to put talent around Embiid. They've given him so many guys, so many of those guys. And Jaylen Brown is probably the most decorated one that he's had so far. Yeah. So if this doesn't work, and I hate to say championship or bust because there's so many things that have to go right in order for you to even get there. But this is one of those situations where Philly pushed all the chips on the table, man, in his championship or bust. Tyrese Maxey had an amazing season, breakout season last year. Jaylen Brown is a former finals MVP and one of the top 5 two-way players in the league at this point. And Joel Embiid is still as dominant as he can be when he's healthy. Yeah. So they got some pieces over there that they can work with. And like we said, the East is not really that deep at this moment. With New York really being the front runners to repeat as the Eastern Conference champions at this moment. But this trade with Philly right here kind of puts Philly right there as that 1A and 1B type situation. So yeah, if they don't get it done, then Joel is out of there.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. Joel is out of there.
I agree. You have to call it.
Yep. Hey, so we got a scoreboard update. I just got an alert. We got free basketball in Vegas.
Whoa!
The Sky and the Aces are going into overtime. Woo! So we got free basketball out in Vegas.
Oh, no, that's right. Let's go.
And that's going to be a great segue to my next question.
Let's do it.
Because I can't leave yes or no without a WNBA question.
Here we go.
The All-Star starters were announced yesterday. And the 7th seed team in the league, get that? Hear me when I say this. 7th seed team in the league had 3 starters voted in. of course, we know that the starters are voted by fans, so it's more of a popularity contest. But to have 3 starters from the team that's currently 7th in the league is unheard of. It's unprecedented.
Yeah,
so
the Fever are doing fine, buddy.
They number 7 in the league.
I love how he sits there and doesn't want to say the team. He wants to say the You know the Fever are that good, but you want to.
I'm definitely gonna
put whatever crutch you want on them, buddy. Go ahead.
I'm definitely gonna get to it. It is the Indiana Fever.
We have your crutch there, but make sure you have your stand there for the Dream.
The Indiana Fever, right? And they got Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark.
They suck. They're garbage.
I didn't say they sucked. I just said
according to Uncle Day. Why?
I didn't say they sucked.
Why?
I just said that they were the 7th seeded team.
But why do they have so many all-stars? And why isn't who else not a starter?
I didn't say it didn't. I never said.
You know where you're going.
Every week that we've gotten off of these airways, I did not say she was going to be a starter. I said she will be an all-star.
I love how he just wants to clarify it. I love.
I
know he's an
all-star.
Oh, I know. I saw it too. I wasn't going to say anything.
The reason I didn't say she would be a starter is because there are at least 4 other centers or bigs or forwards that should be starters over her.
Yeah.
So I can give her all the credit in the world for being as I guess you can say functional for the actual stats that she's putting up.
Yeah.
Her productivity is going to have her be an all-star. Yeah. Should her productivity have her starting over the likes of a Asia Wilson, a Brianna Stewart, a Jonquel Jones, and Aaliyah Boston? I don't think so. Even though we looked at Aaliyah Boston's numbers next to Angel Reese's, and Angel Reese's numbers are better than Aaliyah Boston's. Right
no, they're not. What are you talking about? She's scoring more than her. Get out of here. And she's shooting at a higher percentage. We did. And the fact that you're saying that, blasphemy.
Angel is averaging 15 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Aaliyah's averaging 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Bro,
that's better?
That's better. Yes, that's better.
Finish your yes or no question.
No, it's not.
Yes,
no,
that's better.
No, it's not. Me and him are 2 different coaches. And we were buddy, I love you, but we are not the same coach.
Turbine, I will take 15 and 12 over 17 and 9.
Seriously?
Day. Yes, 15 and 12 over 17 and 9.
Wow.
Yes, because three
bro,
more,
I can't believe you said that out your own mouth.
3 more possessions per game over 1 more bucket per game.
Those 3 possessions are me bounds. Don't act like she's actually putting it into rotation and putting a play out there. She's not. And no. The fact that you don't want to talk about it, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
Come on, dog. Stop.
You too. You know what you're doing.
Anyway,
you know what you're doing.
The question is, yes or no, the NBA and WNBA all-star starters need to not be only selected by fans. Because we've seen it in the NBA. We saw a season that I want to say it was
2015 Atlanta Hawks.
Not when they had 5 or 4 starters from one team. No, it was 1 year that a point guard did not play a single game. I think it was Westbrook that didn't play a single game.
It was also
and it was an all-star starter and hadn't played a single game the entire season.
That was Westbrook. Yeah, you're right.
So at some point, and the Detroit Pistons had 4 all-stars at one point too. So at some point, yes or no, the fan votes need to not be the only way to be selected as an all-star starter.
Absolutely. I think that the same way you do for the awards, I think, and put the media involved, I think you should do it the same way with the all-star game. I mean, it's just one of those things where, it's a popularity contest. It's always going to be a popularity contest. But at the same time, it's just one of those things where some people don't deserve to go. I mean, we talked about this earlier this week when I felt like when Damian Lillard participated in a 3-point shootout and he didn't play a single game all last season. I mean, that's taken away from the other guys who's competing. So it's one of those things where I think somebody definitely needs to step in.
What do you think, Turbine?
What was the question again? I'm sorry, I'm still steaming.
I see. You rubbing the beard. You're gonna have a full beard by the time you're done. The question is, the NBA and WNBA all-star starters need to not only be selected by fan votes.
So split it from like the way the NBA does it?
Well, the NBA is fan selected also.
Yeah, to the starters, and then to a degree, it's like a percentage, then it goes to coaches, and then goes to the player. I don't know the exact percentages that go which way, but I do believe that the fans need at least their vote should be considered, but not to a extreme.
Yes.
I would say at most 20%. Like that'd be. I put that into consideration, and then after that, let's take the peers and the actual coaches into consideration, because it seems like they would have more to say in the sense of, all right, play this player, or I've coached against this player, I've schemed against this player, and they know the difficulties about that. Whether it's NBA or whatever sport, but there's certain things where a coach has to circle a player's number and say, watch 7.
You saw that comment.
Watch that guy. Watch him. Watch that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So I agree with you 1,000%. It should be 4 tiers to that. It should be 25% for the fans, 25% for the players, 25%
That's a wild comment.
for the media. That is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Keep going.
25% for the media, and then 25% for the coaches, for the starters.
Yeah,
because if I'm correct, when you become an all-star starter, it's a bonus check that's involved with that.
Yeah, it goes into your check, it goes into contract negotiations, things that you can use,
and things that you can
following
use
season.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're on an expiring deal and you become an all-star, just like Norman Powell,
right now you're
look where your contract, look where your money goes.
Well, you can get more money because that goes on your resume. So yeah, that's why I don't think that fans should have, because it does turn into a popularity contest, and it's not only because the Indiana Fever are the 7 seed team, and they got 3 starters.
They ain't 17 teams. Relax.
They are the 7th seed team.
It says 17th at first.
No, I said 7th seed.
Continue, please, sir.
And they got 3 all-star starters, but how, like Titus alluded to, Damian Lillard didn't play a game and competed in a 3-point contest, and then we have Russell Westbrook that was voted an NBA all-star starter on the season where he was going to miss the entire season. And that Atlanta Hawks team, I don't think it's ever been a team in Atlanta that should have had multiple all-star starters. And
How dare you? Paul Millsap did his finest.
Yeah, Kyle Korver should have never been an all-star starter. I don't think that dude anytime in
was he a starter or was he a reserve?
No, he was a starter.
He was a reserve, bro.
It was Paul Millsap, Josh Smith.
No, it wasn't Josh Smith. It was Al Horford, Paul Millsap, Kyle Korver, and Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague. There you go.
Slow-mo was gone by that point.
There you go. So yeah, that's why that needs to change, and it's not because we really care about the All-Star game like that, but as much as the financial gain that can be had for the players in the long run that comes behind being an All-Star starter. So yeah, that's why I think that should change. We can't ignore this comment from Brother Wall. Brother Wall, we appreciate.
We can try.
We can't because it caught my eye too. LeBron James is not going to the Bulls, sir. Sorry.
Or Joel
Embiid. Sorry, not happening. It's good. It's good luck though. Good luck.
That was a good comment, though.
Yep, great comment. We appreciate you.
If it happens, Brother Wall, I might be off the walls.
Hey, Brother Wall, if that happened, you need to go play the lottery the next day.
I'm eating crow.
Yo, split some of that with me too.
Yep.
Man, you know it.
All right, last question, fellas.
Last one.
Let's do it.
Tomorrow's Independence Day for America. Independence Day for us was Juneteenth, but tomorrow's Independence Day for America. And as long as the weather cooperates, most of America will be patiently awaiting nightfall to see fireworks. And with these fireworks, Titus alluded to it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. Please be safe. Please be safe.
And come back on Monday and Sunday with all your fingers.
And don't be what's his name?
Jason Pierre-Paul, JPP.
Yeah. During the day, though,
dude, we done this every 4th of July. We just talk about JPP
every time.
Yep. So
I'm sorry, bro. You a cautionary tale at this point. Look at your fingers.
Look at your hand. So
I'm sure like
please be safe. But during the day, those barbecue grills will be up and going.
You know it.
And we all know the basics at the Black household, and that 6% the Turbine got as well.
I'm a little different,
chicken,
but I'm there.
Hot dogs and burgers will be on the grill. Those are the basics. Those are usually what you start with before you get to the steaks. Chicken, burgers, and hot dogs.
Yep.
So my question to y'all, which are you grabbing first? Turkey burger, hamburger, hot dog, or some chicken?
But other?
Woo!
You said, can that be other?
Can there be an other option?
It's not. Well, you said you don't eat elote, so no corn is out the question.
Yeah, you just wait for it, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna have something.
I'm gonna go for me, the burger for sure.
Which one, the turkey burger?
You know what? No, I'm lying. You know what? I'm gonna go with the chicken. And here's why I say that. because usually when I cook my chicken, I want to make sure that it's nice and tender, but it's got that crisp flavor at the same time. So I usually take one off the grill and taste that first to make sure everything else is going right with it. So I'll say the chicken.
Okay. Chicken. What's yours, Turbine? He didn't clap. He rubbing his hands together like Birdman back.
Is there gonna be hot dogs out of the barbecue? Of course. It's gonna be burgers. Of course. It's gonna be chicken. Of course. But there's more. There's more at my barbecue. And Titus, you've actually had the pleasure.
Yes, I have.
Pause to taste my meat. Pause. So I'm talking about
why you like this?
Why didn't you just go?
I'm talking about
just go into it. He's had the pleasure of what now? Say that one more time. He had the pleasure of what?
Tasting my meat. Pause.
The fact that he doubled down on
Pause.
it. Crazy.
Pause. I'm talking about I just do different. But he likes it. He likes it.
You do different and he likes it. After you say he's tasting your meat, what type of male by June is over with, bro?
Hey, senior is fulfilling orders this weekend.
I don't think I'll be here next week.
He's fulfilling orders this weekend. I told him already.
I don't think I'll be here next week.
I told him already. I was like, yo, there's co-workers.
Can you please just tell what are you talking about, man? This is getting worse as you keep talking.
Woo! Oh! Okay, for those who don't know, 6% of me is African. The rest of me is a lot of Latin. So one of the dishes that I love to grill on the weekends with Pops is a meat called arrachera. Arrachera, for those who don't speak that language. And it's basically a meat that you marinate, put some beer on it, marinate it with the beer, and you can put it on a taco. You can eat it raw. Pause. And you can do a lot of things with it. But T-Dub has had his pleasure of enjoying the meat. And I'm just telling you that because I know you already told me you want some on Monday. I'm just saying, pause. But I'm just saying, but you want some. I'm trying my best. We got 10 pounds at the crib. I'm gonna do the best to see what I can bring on Monday for you. You sit there and say right now, hey, this a reaction. You can get 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece on Monday, but you keep acting like this, you might not get nothing. I'm just telling you right now. I know you like it. I know you do. Pause. But I'm just saying that the meat that we bring is something that you might like. Uncle Dede, I might try to bring some for you because you might need to try that.
I'll pass.
Oh, no. You might. That's something that you might not want to pass on, buddy. Ask Titus. It changed his life. I'm just saying.
The way you described Titus and tasting your meat off the grill, bro, and it being delightful or whatever else you said.
Bro, it's juicy, it's chewy, it is what you need in your life on a Sunday, bro. I'm just telling you. I'm talking about arrachera. Why are you making this something else? This is actual delicacies. I'm telling you. Corn tortillas, flour tortillas, guac, pico, put it on there. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. I promise you, I'm gonna take a picture of Titus on Monday eating this stuff.
Listeners, Turbine likes to put his meat on the grill.
Who don't?
Oh my God.
Who don't? Especially for the holidays. Don't put me in a corner. Don't put me in a corner. I see it right there. I've seen you grilling on the weekends too.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. So, Uncle Dede, I think I put your question to the left, and I'm going to bring it back to the center. I'm going to bring it back to the center. So, sir, I will not be eating hot dogs. I probably will. Will I have a burger? Yes. Will I have some grilled chicken? Yes. But I'm also going to put some arrachera, and that's the top of it. That's the stuff. And that's the stuff Titus will be asking for on Monday. Did Uncle Dede, he's going to sit there and be like, hey, the senior just put his foot in it. I'm going to be like, why don't you taste it? Pause.
I gotta get out of here. Okay.
Uncle Dede, what about you?
Please, round us out. Please round us out.
Oh, snap. So for me, I'm looking forward to a turkey burger, bro. That's
it.
Look,
I'm done.
So my older brother, right, Debo, I ain't gonna put his government out there because he go by Debo. He make these amazing homemade turkey burgers that he let them marinate for a couple of days before he actually put them on the grill. And then he make his own barbecue sauce that he called barbecue sauce. I don't know what type of crack dude put in that, but the burger, those turkey burgers, yeah, they are in fuego. And we actually might be going over to his crib sometime tomorrow to watch boxing. Don't know yet. He said he had mentioned it. We might go over there. I told him as long as, because we watched Boots Ennis fight last Saturday. I told him as long as he got turkey burgers ready to rock and roll, and he said, "Man, Day, I got the turkey burgers already in the refrigerator. So look, I need about 3 of them joints. That's how good they are. My brother with them turkey burgers, that's the first thing I'm looking forward to off the grill. Turkey burgers. I don't really eat a lot of beef no more. Sorry, Turbine. I don't really
saying sorry to me for.
Cause you
don't bring him back down. I ain't saying anything about beef. Don't bring him back down. Don't bring him back down this road.
My bad.
We're not gonna get off the air.
My bad.
Go ahead, sir.
My bad.
Apologize to Tyus. He likes the beef.
Stop. Just don't. Just finish your comment. Finish your comment.
But yeah, since
he's like Arby's. He has the meats.
Stop it.
Chicken, pork, steak, cheddar, fish. Don't test Titus.
Hey, so what animal do the artichoke come from?
It's cow, bro.
It's beef, ain't it?
Yes, in a certain part of the cow, but it's one of the more tender part. Titus knows about it already.
Okay. Anyway,
what part of the
wrap it up, sir.
I'm trying to figure out what is.
We're
not going cultured right now.
We are not going back down this road with him.
We can't get cultured.
No,
you guys keep starting it.
No,
I just want to know what part of the.
You can ask him off air.
The tender part. Titus, tell him about it. You know about it.
So he started the day off right when we first got on the mics, and we were laughing, and I'm sure everybody listening was like, "What the hell are they laughing about?" Turbine started. So he started the evening off in rare form. Just going with how whatever it was that he was going, that I don't want to get started again.
That was y'all.
He had a bunch of pausable moments to start with.
And it's still going.
And now
how you start, how you finish.
See, look, here you go. It's not how you start, but how you finish. So for those who listening for the first time, we have some interesting things with DJ Turbine and some of the things that he said. We talked about a fundamentals vacation. And our young Latin brother with his 6% African American descent said that he was gonna take, some young lady, and and that 6% of African American was gonna be displayed on the balcony. And he said he needed to be on the other side.
I said it was gonna be heard.
Oh, heard. See, corrected.
It's like a wolf howling to a moon. So it's like a chupacabra, in the mid. What was that? Is that a bird? Is that a person? What is that?
Is that a bird? Is that a person?
How did we get here?
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. You don't know. Who knows? You're gonna ask the tour guide the next morning and say, "What was that? Is there an indigenous animal out there that we don't know about? I don't know."
Oh my god!
And you're gonna say, "Oh,
hey, Turbine, the only thing you missing out of great joggers, bro." That's the only. Hey, that's the only thing you missing, Captain. It's the great joggers.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
We're Ryan there when you need them. But yeah, anyway, it'll be the turkey burgers for me, man. I gotta add the turkey burgers and
to bring it back
on the brioche.
To bring I just love how he brings all that, and the center point is turkey burgers.
A turkey burger, man.
And they'd be like, "What were we talking about before?"
I know, right? It got bad really quick.
We went left really fast.
He said, "T-Dub,
no, we're not rehashing this. I got a few choice words for him when we get off these mics, and they're not FCC regulated."
Hey, T, I can promise you one thing. That arachetta will be tender and mild.
Tender and mild.
See, making it worse.
Oh my God.
Anyway. Let's close it out, fellas.
You know what
I'm saying?
And I thought about coming in with a song tonight to actually sing for karaoke, bro. But I don't even know if we will.
I'm good, man.
We just gonna wrap this up.
I'm good,
we gonna wrap this up.
We not gonna raw this. The meat was raw, but we gonna wrap this up.
Exactly.
That's how, boy.
Just like we do with the meat that we're gonna prepare for tomorrow and Sunday. We're gonna wrap it up, put it in the fridge, and make sure it's ready to go.
my
God. Tell you. See, this is why, like I said last week.
If you say, "Oh my gosh," on Monday, when I bring what I bring for you,
it could be worse.
I'm telling you,
it could have been your pops making a song about your mom. Remember?
That's true. That's true. That is very true.
It's cool. Exactly. Exactly.
You ain't lying.
Ice Cube's not my dad.
You ain't lying.
I don't think Ice Cube would have told his best friend that
I promise you that. I promise you that.
It's me for too. I don't think O'Shea Jr. would say something like that either.
Yeah, we're for tonight.
We're gonna have to ask senior, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on with
he's not gonna have an answer.
Was Turbine dropped as a baby? I got so many questions, man. Why is he like this?
What happened? He probably gonna say, no,
Right.
no, my friend.
You guys are funny.
Oh man. Well, that's gonna do it for this.
Is this big? We going out too?
It's big, yeah.
Hey.
Well, fellas, that's going to do it for the fundamentals this week. We're going to call it a night, man. So without further ado, let's ring it up. And again, everybody, please have a safe and beautiful 4th of July weekend.
Again, everybody come back with your fingers on Monday.
Yes. Please no do. JPPs. No JPPs. So for this edition of the Fundamentals, I am your host, Titus T.Dell Williams. Who are you?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, this your boy, Uncle Day, Chicago favorite uncle in the building, and I don't want none of Turbine's meat.
And the man behind the ones and twos.
The sharing all of the meat raw.
Uncle Day, I'm telling you right now.
No, I'm good.
You might want to reconsider
I'm
that.
good.
You might want to reconsider that. I'm going to give you some of my meat, and you're going to try it, and you're going to love it.
I will be a vegan.
You're going to love it.
You're going to love it. Wake up on July 5th a vegan. Not just a vegetarian. I will be a vegan. I don't want anything to do with anything animal related at that point.
It's going to change your life.
I'll be a carnivore. Give me all.
How do we?
You're going to be sick. You're going to be thinking new things, buddy. You're going to be thinking a lot new life.
No, I won't. No chance in hell.
I promise you. I promise you. Titus did the same thing, and he said,
"Can we please close out the
show?" Teeth went in. He said, "You know what? I love this."
So he wanted him to bite your meat? Is that what you're saying?
The same thing that you needed. You gotta try it. You just try it.
No.
Okay, we're done. We're done. Other than that, I'll see you on Monday or Tuesday. I'm gonna bring you some meat.
I don't want it. I'm good.
Without further ado, 1, 2, 3.
Peace. Angel Reese's All-Star.
Until next week.